it's like increased white and black mana regeneration.
I'm just joking, actually. Ninja doesn't really care about the dot because it's like, oh, I'll have one less OGCD button to press during the burst window. Like, nothing changes.
I thought the change with the summoner only was like the avatar thing. I didn't know about
but
the
they're
dots.
also Yeah, if you read the text, they're just removing all dot abilities from summoner. I don't know exactly the full detail of it, but the way I read it, it's like goodbye bio, goodbye miasma.
What's the point?
I'm not sure why.
What's the point of summoner then?
You can
To look fucking cool when you're summoning all the different icons?
Yeah,
What do
you
mean?
can
But
actually.
that's just gonna be like burst windows. What you gonna do in between? Just throw ruin all day?
Well, no, I think they're gonna balance it in like those 60 to 120 second intervals.
Yeah.
So
It
you'll have your
sounds-
3 icon phases, then you'll have Bahamut, and then you'll have the Firebird, and then rinse and repeat.
To be honest, that sounds super boring.
As opposed to what it is now, which is exactly
that's-
the same,
and
but
that's-
less
and that-
flashy.
That's coming from a summoner main.
Well, there you have it. It's like, well, now you won't have the 2 dot buttons, but you'll actually have flashier shit.
Yeah, but with the thing we have now, at least it's like fillers between.
I mean, when the filler is just ruin again and again, like that's what they're trying to fix, having actually other things
Less-
to do instead of
It's
ruin.
not just Ruin, it's that other
Let's
instant
figures.
fast Ruin proc as well.
They said that Rune 4 might be procced off of energy drain, so I don't know
Oh my.
specifics.
So we're gonna
you can
have
read
to
it
use
out.
energy drain again.
Yeah.
What I'm actually excited about is the Red Mage stuff.
Yes.
It looked freaking sick.
It
It
did
was
look awesome.
really cool.
I mean, you only need 50, as far as I can see, maybe even less to do
Yeah,
your
they cut
full
the
kind of-
cost on the abilities, and then they added like 2 or 3 more new ones. To the
And
combo.
they increased the amount of white and black mana you get for doing those abilities, so you can just do more of your bish bash bosh combo.
It looks sick. I loved it.
It's time.
I mean, it's.
Do we have a tank?
Do we need a tank?
I mean,
I'm
Well, only
playing
one way
tank,
to find
but-
out, I suppose.
It's
Right or
only,
die?
It's only one fight. I think that's a tank that's needed. Or good to
Thornton
have.
would be nice to have 2, but I think we can just damage through that phase.
No, you don't. You only need to separate the ads, and that's it.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
what I'm
need
talking
tanks.
about, but I think we'll be able to burst through the shield.
The Sephiroth is good to have a tank. Or the
Well, let's hold our horses. We need to get Ravan and Bismarck shit first.
well, put
I
it this
haven't done
way.
this one before, just FYI.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, Ebby and I did this one and Ravana both just ourselves, and it was pretty easy. So we should be absolutely fine with 5 of us.
Oh,
Just don't get knocked off, smile.
That's basically it. Just be near the center of the platform, unless you have to be somewhere else. I'll get the stupid bloody
I'm on right.
Scoopity boop. I'll get the shield generator. That's it. Everyone else just fucking, you know,
Do
many
your thing.
things.
Someone get the left dragon killer. I'm on the right one.
Yeah, I'll
Get it.
do it.
More dots, more dots, more dots.
It's not
Oh,
gonna be
not
here
for
a
the
while.
summoner anymore.
Okay, stop those.
All right, cool deal. Cast time abilities aren't very fun here. I'll just chill.
I just have to double check that this was extreme because I didn't expect to one shot them.
Susan has conditioned me to actually, have to DPS. Now it's like my identity as a DPSer is being questioned.
Fire the dragon killer.
But I see no dragons here. It's just a
I
big
know.
fish.
And remember to get onto the back.
Yeah.
Don't jump and remember to jump off.
Nope.
Oh, I really want to jump off now.
If you don't jump off, okay.
Right,
Normally,
okay.
if you don't kill it in time and you're still on it, you fall off to death in extreme.
So yeah, also about the patch notes, I'm loving the white mages get like, holy 2 or whatever the fuck it's going to be.
What?
There's going to be a better holy for white mages, and they've not actually said anything about what it's going to be. It just says it's going to contribute to the lilies. So it's just going to be white mages spamming holy 2 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, more Lily interaction is nice.
screaming
What I'm
blood,
really
blood
excited
lily.
about, right, is the paladin stuff.
Yeah.
Like you get
Oh,
an
more
actual
fun, yeah.
combo
Yes.
from the request a cat. It's nice.
request a cat.
No, but I haven't. I only seen the animation video. I haven't seen anything else. And
I'm
then
gonna be honest, though.
Rain just pissed me off about the crafty stuff, but seems
Yeah,
like
I
there's
mean,
very little information
Why
so
is
far.
this being put on me? You go and phone
You're-
Yoshi or something. This isn't my fault.
You're the messenger.
listen, crafting high quality items still there, but gathering high quality items is gone.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
it makes
I mean,
gathering
literally,
quests.
it stacks for like 999. So it shouldn't. It's not really a bloat issue. People just bitching.
Well, I hated the gathering leveling quests, for example. Like, you know,
Sure.
gather 20 of these things. But you
But
know they're
that's
just going to
really-
change it to be like,
that-
you know, gather 600 of the fucking things instead.
But that wasn't really an issue with your once you just use your abilities correctly. And was
Again,
somewhat
we should-
decent, up to date with your gear.
You're
Yeah.
talking about it like you don't know who plays this game. Half the fucking player base cannot read the tooltips, so like.
Yeah.
Well, half of the player base shouldn't stick into crafting.
Oh.
Ouchie, ouch.
I think it's fine as long as they keep like the upper level of crafting, you know, more or less complicated.
Yeah, they should start with that because it hasn't.
Then
been
again, I
that
haven't
since-
really touched
they
that
haven't
shit
been-
yet.
They haven't really have complicated crafting for like 3 expansion. Everything
Well,
is just
don't they have some
hit a
content in
macro.
form of like, was it rally crafting weapons now?
Yeah, but it's shit. Not even worth it.
Kaboom.
Like it's a glam piece. That's it. You don't
Well,
get
glam
any
pieces are pretty important in this game, I would say.
Well, crafting is kind of eh.
So yeah, Ebby and I have the burb from here, so we should only need to do this enough for 3 of the...
I have it from here. Let's see, Raven and I think Thornton.
Probably
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
s-
me and Rainer for most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ebby and I stopped at Thornton. We managed him once, but I think it was just a fluke, and the second time we just destroyed our faces because we were just
What got
running
you
around.
guys?
We don't know. We're just running around screaming, and we're like, okay, we'll try Nidhogg, and then that didn't work because the blue and the red chains got us fucked up, and we're just like,
Yeah,
nah,
you
we'll
really
do
have
this
to.
later on.
Nidhogg, you have to like switch around a lot.
Yeah.
On Thornton, I would say it's probably the
It's the
The
eye you have to
spinny
look out
guys?
for.
eye should be easy enough, right? You just don't look, smile.
No, not that eye. You have to position the boss.
Yeah, but
Cover
he
die.
should die before. Depends
Yeah.
on when they were doing it, I suppose.
I think he will die long before that, but
Well, we should get
recalling.
into intermission at like 10% boss HP.
I'm just recalling all the old mechanics.
Yeah, the deeps will be strong as hell, so we'll be all good.
And for the spinning guy in that fight, it's really easy to know where to stand once you've seen it.
Yeah, you just cheese the safe spot.
Yeah. Unless you have like Vel in your party, then he will try to rescue you into it.
Very important.
I mean, it's part of the course, really. What happens if I run into this?
Whee!
Okay, I want my money back. I'm not being knocked up. Ah, there we go.
You'll get knocked off if we'll be done the mechanic more as at the designed. Because then you have to switch target and you hit yourself if you attack the wrong one.
About that high quality item thing, I could see it being like an infrastructure thing where they just are running out of item IDs.
That might be right, yeah. They were
Yeah, I
already
think-
complaining about the overflow from
I just think it's
numbers.
mostly to keep people happy about keeping less things in your inventory. Since
Honestly, I
so
think it's
limited
just
already.
reducing the overall complexity.
Yeah, I have no complaints about that sort of thing. It's high quality items were nice, but what function did they really serve apart from just being more valuable versions of that item?
boosting the HQ chance. I think that's really the main thing.
Yep.
Could I get a res, or is my body just like out there?
You're
Yep.
dead. This
You're-
is pre-Stormlords.
you're-
You're
you're
dead.
Yeah, you're on the floor. The ground. We're on a floating island.
Could someone like jump off and res me real
Oh
quick?
yeah, I'll do that. Right, wait. So this, we're technically not meant to kill the bubbles in this state because I can't.
Oh,
But
You
who
don't
actually
have to,
cares?
baby. Just if you keep them alive, it do like a splash damage AoE. But
Yep.
I don't think it's even gonna tickle us.
I think it's when the sky goes green. You've got to be careful because it'll do the knockback windy
Yeah.
thing if you. Yeah.
That's
so
why you
otherwise-
wanna stay in the middle.
Yep.
Now it's just sap in the middle.
Yeah. Fire the lasers.
But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the craft Disciple of Land and Hand changes, but I'll wait until the November live letter when we actually get the information about it.
Yeah. I think we're just kind of reacting to things at the moment.
I'm just
Hopefully
reacting on
it's-
people's interpretation of it, and I don't like it. But I'm also a little bit.
Did you watch the VOD? Like, see what they were saying about it?
I haven't really wanted to look through a 7-hour live stream yet, so no.
weak.
It should be after the classes.
And all the
So just fast forward, and you can skip until that. I think they could do the timestamps as well.
yeah, I wish I do that. And all the recap videos about from other people are basically just the job things, and I'm not really interested in that right now.
Well, they gotta kind of capitalize on the hype, you know.
Yeah, I get it. That's really hard to find the information.
You should
that
make
you're
a video
looking
as
for.
well and talk about the crafting changes. Get some fucking views on your YouTube.
Yep. Do it. Yo, Bismarck. He's
I
just
mean,
he's not
wouldn't
able
really
to mount.
do much right now since we don't know anything. The jobs we know about.
It doesn't matter. Remember when like
content out of
Blizzard was having that meltdown? People were churning out daily videos whenever a shred of information was available.
Yeah, you do that then.
Well, maybe I will.
Good.
Nah, just kidding. I don't really care about the high quality item change.
I mean, you don't even craft.
Wow, that's a bit rude. I'll have you know, I'm leveling my crafters.
Mm-hmm.
Check my progress. I'm actually doing really well.
I'm gonna level all the crafters just for the story, because you know, the alchemist one
story.
was actually quite, you know, moving and stuff.
Yo,
Was it?
don't spoil. But like the armor quest line was great. I freaking love that one as well. They're good.
Do I have armor, or is that the one I've not done? No, I've done it. Okay, maybe I've not done the whole quest line because I just did ridiculous amounts of leaves to get my level up, so I might have skipped 1 or 2 quests. But I'll go back and do them now that I can do them easily.
You mean the one in Chrysalarium or the one before?
The one I was talking about was the level 50 quest.
Oh, the ARR one.
Yep.
Those are lame.
You shut your mouth. That quest was dope.
All of them are basically the same. There's not much change.
Hey,
Well, I
I'll-
mean, in terms of the items you craft, sure, but the story. I play this game for the story, Sav.
You won't catch me reading that shit.
Skip.
the goldsmith one was a bit, you know, meh, but at least you had.
Alchemist is generally good. I don't remember one from ARR, but Heavensward and Stormblood is pretty good. Especially Stormblood, because it has like a hint to 1.0 in it.
Oh. Yeah, that's my biggest regret about 14 is that I never played 1.0 and I don't get any of the little bonuses to my character from being there. I know it's only minor, tiny story.
Yeah, it's like a
related
tattoo that you're missing out on.
shit. No, it's like, you know, the
It's a reference to your character and stuff like that.
yeah, like at the end of ARR, there's a slightly different scene where it like everyone in the world gets to remember you as being the hero from back in the day. You know, the face that they couldn't remember seeing.
Yeah.
It's tiny and it has absolutely no bearing on the rest of the game, and that's why it eats at me.
Bye,
Oh,
Rainer.
fuck. How come I didn't get knocked off any of the other times?
Because this is a different coloured phase.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was like, why were you talking about falling off? I never fell off, and then
You live and learn.
the
Yeah, I
viewpoint is
kinda-
like I'm inside the rock.
Imagine actually falling off on this fight.
Couldn't be me.
I kind of wish I still had my original account, because then I would have my legacy tattoo.
Yep. Do we have? No, we don't. We have a battle axe. Nobody cares about battle axes. Get it.
Yeah, there are no
I'd
fun
maybe
items.
try and like descent the stuff, but it's not gonna sell for much. Not the Heavensward stuff, I don't reckon.
No, it's not like the Ginger scale. That's actually worth something.
That one actually takes effort. Maybe
Yeah.
the later fights from Heavensward will be worth something.
Nidhogg I could imagine, or the weapon. The
Oh
glam
yeah,
weapons.
the glams are like 100k a piece now. It's nothing like they used to be.
Oh, okay.
I think the new one to farm is the shit. What was the name of that tiger from Stormblood? Yakko.
Biako.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His glams look sick. That's the real moneymaker.
No.
I hope we get stuck on that one and really farm up.
I think the only thing we're looking for is that Evie might want the Dark Knight from Ravana, was it? The Dark Knight. Yeah, the Dark Knight weapon, because she's won that for glam purposes.
Oh, y'all can buy it now. They're dirt cheap.
Point.
Yeah, but
For some, they
most
go
of
under
these-
100k even.
Yeah, that's because most of them also added to the bow gem thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I get pretty
Bullshit.
much all my shit.
Oh, it's just depressing. Like, I wouldn't even mind if it was just a nicer looking place. It's just as a
Honestly, even
Oh.
Eureka looks better than it.
yeah. At least Utica has some kind of like themes to it. It's like, this is the fire area, this is the ice area. It may be stupid to navigate and a bastard to fight in, but at least it's not like dreary as hell. You just wander around the place. It's like, oh, there's another fate over this way. Let's ride very slowly. It's already 80% done. Oh look, there's another fate over here.
The cool thing
Let's
is, like, you
just
can increase your
die.
movement speed, right? But
Yeah.
you need fucking 25 clusters, which means you have to
Yeah,
farm
you
it
have to do
for
exactly
days.
what I say all the time.
Which
And you
baffles me, because, like, with flying, they nailed it, right? You're
Yeah.
done with the zone, bam, you can fly. But with Boja, it's like, nope, just have to grind.
Maybe they'll make it better in Endwalker. It's not relevant anymore.
They'll probably add it to the log like they did Eureka. Help you level
Yeah.
a bit quicker, but that's about it. Then again, it's not like leveling is hard there right now. You just go for the custom run and it's like 1 or 2 metal ranks.
Yeah, but the Castrum run, we haven't had much luck with Evie and I. The time that we did it, it was just really bad. There was no one there because
Really?
Satan the Chocobo was up at the same time, and no one wanted to leave that. And there was about 8 people, and everyone abandoned it. It was painful.
Well, the thing is, they have to finish the fate that's up quickly.
Yep.
But it was unlucky that it was the Chocobo one because people still can't do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They're just not good.
And before you even can do the castrum, it's super boring, because then you just have to run around, spam the fates to level up.
Yep.
Also,
That's kind of
true.
why
Then again,
I quit to it.
getting rank 10 is okay.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
so boring. I get
It is.
bored after like 2 fates,
Yep, I feel you.
because
But
you have to try to run around the whole fucking map.
Yeah.
I
It
powered
make-
through, decided to level my characters, and I
Same
got to
middle.
that stage. But now I quit it, and I just do the roulettes.
Yeah, I mean, if they could make it easier to level it, or, and this is just a suggestion, make it so that you automatically group up when you go into Fates or Castrum, like everywhere else in the entire fucking game. That
Yeah.
would be a great improvement.
Yeah,
That-
that's true. Or I just yell LFG and people
Yeah.
like,
I mean, yeah, but you get like unbalanced groups. It's like, we're all 8 DPS. Well, guess we're stuck now. And then-
that's where lost actions kick in though, because you can like pick heals, bubbles, and all of that shit.
oh
don't
yeah, you're
necessarily
relying on
need
other
healers.
people having that ability and sense. And
But real talk, you just go in with the free company. I think that's the only play.
yeah, we'll get
but
an
like
event for that.
Get like 3-4 people, and then you can just get a lot of really good progress in like a night.
I
Sounds
mean, I
like-
think the only thing that takes time is getting to rank 10, because after that you basically do one thing and you rank up.
Yep.
until you're
One
rank
castrum is
25.
like I did a castrum run at like rank 10. I got 2 metal from that.
Yeah, and then after that you
It's
do
nuts.
to-do room when you stop getting a rank for each castrum run, and then you get a rank for each to-do room run, and then it just keeps going on.
I kind of quit after like 8 or something, I think.
Yeah, only reason we were doing it was to get the ranks required for the relic weapon, and then when it stopped becoming fun, we just stopped doing it.
If you guys want a group, like I'm down. I'll do it with you.
Yeah, I mean, Hatch
Just
was
about
saying the
powering
same
through,
as well.
it's-
They were just saying that, yeah, well, whenever you want to do it, and you just have to wander around and wait for Castrum to come up. It's just a
The
case
main issue, right? I think is that the rewards are shit.
yeah,
Like, what can you really get out of Boja? Like, at least with Eureka, if you run that raid, you get the super cool.
I guess the hairstyles,
mount,
I guess,
right?
is the big ones.
Who gives a shit? Well, actually, a lot of people do. Aesthetics
Yeah.
are pretty big in this game.
I mean, the hairstyle I have is the one of the latest one you got from Busjan, and that was like 12 million.
Yeah, shit, my bad. I kind of gave up on the whole aesthetic part of the game since I'm playing a male character. It's just non-existent for me.
That's
Yeah.
why I play a female character.
it really is heavily weighted in favor of females. I mean,
Yeah.
my Mr. Pink is the obvious exception. I can wear that, but
There's some dope gear that you can get, but it's mostly like PvP or endgame raid locked, which, is kind of sad.
a lot of PvP stuff is just. I did PvP in my past life as a cat girl, and it was enough for me. I did it like a few times, whatever
That
one.
sounds
is.
like a light novel title right there.
I PvP'd in my past life as a cat girl,
Yep.
like I
You
shot a
should-
man in Rito or something.
Yep. You should copyright that shit.
No, I did whatever the one is where you're the 3 grand companies all fighting over.
Oh, the clusterfuck.
Yeah, that one.
I was about to say it. It's probably the canon name for it as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it was not fun. It was just a case of I got some marks to do things with, and I can buy some stuff, and I'm like,
I think we had someone in the FC that did PvP, right? But I think they do arenas or whatever they're called here.
yeah,
The only one that does
VP3s or
PvP
whatever.
occasional is like Lala, I think. I'm not sure if
think I-
anyone.
Might have seen her on stream doing like that arena thing before
Yeah,
before.
Feast.
They
Yeah,
do
I think it's
a
the Feast.
variety of things, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're the one who actually does it, but I cannot bring myself.
I think there's just a very heavy bias against PvP in the game,
Yeah, it's very.
and it might
PvE
not be
oriented
as
game.
bad as people make it sound.
I mean, you
it's
think
a
of
very
WoW.
niche community.
Then again, I never really tried. Also, from what I understand, a lot of win trading, and that kind of knocks the wind out of the sails quite a bit.
I think that probably only happens if you get high up enough. So if you
Yeah.
play casually, it's probably not an issue.
Yeah, I
You have
suppose
to
if
be
you want to
like
get
a
the,
PvP team.
it's about like a certain rank to get the rewards, right? So you'd see a
Yeah,
lot of win
100.
trading for like R1 stuff.
Top 100.
When you're good, you're good. What can I say?
I just call it luck, sure.
Calculated.
But honestly, about Bosch, I actually found it pretty fun. It's just, the zones look like ass.
Yeah, the whole.
I just
place
wish
is
they
depressing.
stopped with this content. It's really missing it, for me at least. I think Eureka showed that people were kind of, very divided on it,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then
yeah,
they
that's
just did
because-
another one of those things, which
That's because
I
they
don't know.
fucked up Diadem like 3 times.
yeah. And Diadem, I was just place you go to gather. That's what it is now.
I actually liked the first version of Diadem, but people hated it.
Hey, now
Well.
you have a gun. That improves everything.
It's like, hey, every 100 fucking gathers or so, you
I
can
fucking
go.
hate doing Boja. How about we give you a gun?
That would
Like,
make it
Say no
infinitely
more.
better.
Like the gun thing was kind of back in the first one as a concept, but I don't remember why people hate. I think it was because you're required to have an airship, and FC was more required.
Oh right, yeah, the exploratory voyages and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's another kind of side of the whole game that I'm just like, nah, I'm never getting into that. I have no idea what that's about. I don't care. It's just one of these things that's
Like-
going to be way above my head.
Like back then, I was in an like solo FC with my current girlfriend, and we tried to like wanted to like do a diadem, but I remember it was quite a pain in the ass because you couldn't solo queue with the guy in Ishgard, so you had to use your FC airships to do that, and they needed to have a certain rank and stats and shit, even just to go there.
Yeah, gating off content like that never really ends well for the wider community. So it's just a case of if they make Boja more accessible, I don't know, maybe use some other colors apart from brown and grey. That would be good as well.
Stop
I feel like
tying
I'm
that
playing
shit to
Call
the
of
rally
Duty.
grind, I think is the only thing that I would like to see.
On the live ladder today or last night or whenever it was, did we talk anything about the island expedition or sanctuary or whatever it's called?
I didn't see any notes about it, so
No, nothing of the sort.
Kinda sad.
I know that's the
guess
one thing I
that's-
really want to hear about. Is like, what the fuck's happening?
We only
with
saw the
Lord
new
Pet
class shit. They didn't talk about the new features like at all.
Okay,
They
so
talked
we're gonna,
mostly about the changes to the existing systems
so we're just
and the
gonna.
classes. and that's
Is
it.
either gonna be in the media tour now in October, or we're just gonna drop everything?
I think they
the
might do it
November
when
live
they get the content creators into it, and then they lift the NDA
Yeah.
whenever
that's-
that happens.
I have
October.
a sneaking suspicion that they're going to announce closer to the time that they're going to delay it to like 0.1 or 0.2, like they're doing with the, is it the ultimate raids or something like that?
What I want to see, right, is the ultimate raid, the deep dungeon, and the farms. That's all that I want.
I don't think we're gonna get another deep dungeon unless we
Yeah, I
said it
don't
already.
think so.
Shut the hell up! Let me dream. Heaven on High was hype. Like, it really improved on the other one, the Palace of the Dead.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Did it?
So if they just keep on working on it, like, I would rather have that than a fucking Boja thing.
The only difference in that is the commanders was kind of more fun.
Exactly. Also, you get freaking cute pets in there that give you buffs, like,
Yeah.
yes. The giant, like, empty space room where you just pop a commander and clear it out, like, that's cool.
Just spam titans.
Exactly.
Evie and I have only seriously done Palace of the Dead like once, and that was with Sev, and he ate something, he became a giant fucking rancor or something like that, and went around going rrr and killing everything one shot, and we were just like, what the fuck's going on? Let's just follow Sev. He seems to know what's going on about here. And that was our experience. We got to floor 50, and it's like, yay, we did it. We did it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've done a lot of Palace of the Dead.
Yeah, it's like, oh, people say, oh, you can earn grey XP in there. All you got to do is floors 51 to 60, and we're like, yeah, but that seems like really difficult and not.
The real
worth-
challenge is not killing yourself while you're grinding there, though.
Yeah,
Because it's not fun.
The more
That's it.
challenge in Heaven of High is not stepping on the utter trap.
Yo,
you
Otter
wanna
Trap is
step on it.
honestly the best thing about it.
Yeah. Like I see the icon and I just run to it.
Otter
turn you
Trap
into an otter by
Threat
any
is
chance.
objectively the best minion in the game, right? So the Otter Trap, just right. It's just
It
right.
was even more fun in early of Stormblood before they hotfixed the Heaven on High, because if you still standard, think also the Otter or another trap will make your character like super giant, like 20 times of your size.
Oh, that sounds cool. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
let me be real. I think
that's
what
someone's fetish.
that's my kink. I'm into that shit. What I think WoW beats this game on is all of the toys that World of Warcraft has.
In PvP.
Especially that as well, but this game doesn't really have PvP, so it, cannot win against WoW there. But like the toys that change the appearance of your character, I'm so into that shit in WoW.
Yeah,
Like the
that
Coin
was-
of the Many Faces,
yeah.
the Locket, the you there, check out that noise shit. It's
Kinda
great
wish
fun.
they would add like a proper pet battle from WoW in this instead of that.
Oh, Lord of Vermilion bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah.
What I want, honestly, I will actually pay real life money for it. a toy that turns me into an otter and lets me play in that skin. Like, I will pay mad fucking money.
Maybe we'll add it to the store.
That toy stuff reminds me a lot of what you could do in Guild Wars 2. You got a ton of like transformation potions for so many different mobs in the game.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun in MMOs, you know?
Here it's called Fantasia, and it costs real life money, and you can only change.
Yeah,
it
but in terms of
to
an otter, you can turn yourself into a freaking soulless potato.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have souls. So you look into Lala's eyes, and you see nothing but death and hatred. There's no soul in there.
You ever been to like it all makes perfect sense.
Have you seen the latest Mad Because Small?
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Get onto it. It's just come out the other day. It's pretty fucking good. The guy has upped his game with the alliteration and the rapping style of things. He's gone all out for this one.
Oh, he has made like a whole playlist.
Oh, I see. It should be required viewing.
Oh, I have missed 2 of them.
Oh no.
I'll be right back, guys. Have fun with this.
Yep. Intermission.
The only thing I actually really want to keep from Basha is just the large encounters. Like stuff where you can get a lot of people in.
Yeah, I mean that's fun, but if you could
I could do
automatically
without the
slot us
rest.
into parties, I mean, even if they aren't like good parties, if they can say like, you know, if they just intelligently sort people, like, you know, there's 50 DPS and there's 5 healers, 1 tank. It's like, okay, one group gets lucky and gets a tank, at least all the groups get a healer, for example. And you're not just spamming says like, hey, can I get a res please? Our entire party's dead. And then no one's paying attention because they're all trying to keep themselves alive, and then the whole place wipes because nobody's rezzed, and then it's painful having to rely on people communicating themselves rather than using the tools that the game has available, but has inexplicably chosen not to provide for this.
And that's why you
particular
pop
area.
the self-raise items, because you know you're gonna die.
Well, that's it. It's like all these little workarounds for no fucking reason when you could just solve it by having the group matching. And that
Honestly, the lost arts kind of kill some of the group stuff for me, like the loop room, because they can't balance it at all. Like they gotta balance it around people being extremely weak or extremely OP, so it can take an hour or it can take 15 minutes.
What you guys talking about?
The loop room.
and just generally Boja being shit and not using the group matching functionality that it could quite easily use and remove like just about all of my complaints, but it doesn't. The game just is like, no, we're not going to use this function that we use literally everywhere else in the goddamn game because reasons. I like to imagine someone somewhere in Square Enix has some dirt on Yoshi P and they keep threatening him to release it if they don't include all this shit. It's like, Boja's not my fault, guys, I'm being blackmailed. Blink twice if you're doing it against your will.
I think we just add that shit just for the casual.
Yeah, I suppose.
They have something
That's
to
the
do.
thing, like, there will be content that just doesn't stick with you, you know?
Yeah,
I imagine there are
fine.
people that really dig it.
Yeah,
But it's like that shit, like Mahjong and Saucer, you know?
Yeah, Ebby got trapped in a Mahjong game. She didn't know how to get out for ages. She just
Really?
kept going and going. It's like, how do I leave? It's like, I don't know, I've never touched it.
That was funny.
Just shut
Like
down your
virtual crack cocaine.
shut
Yeah.
down your PS4 and
It's Colonel fucking Campbell calling you, Snake, turn off the console. No. I mean, I'm fine with, you know, content not resonating, but I just don't agree with locking relics behind that shit. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed on that, for real.
I mean, they
Or-
did a bunch of alternatives this time around for basically every step of the relic. There are some requirements, of course, but you can do most of it outside
I
Ocean.
don't know. I still think it would be cool to do it in relevant content and not have to go to like Hammond's Fates to grind shit.
Well, I mean, what the problem with what we have here is that you have to clear at least a castrum and a delubrum to
Yeah.
progress with the relic.
And
There's no.
Do you have to do Dalriada? I don't remember.
Yeah, you have to do all of that to be able to progress it. You don't have to do it constantly. I think it's literally just once, so you can
Yeah.
say congratulations, you've done it. But just the fact that you have to do it once is grating enough.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
like
solo
you
content
can.
if you have to group up with somebody, and not only group up, but manually organize all of this. So it's even harder than normal not soloing. At
Yeah.
least with the dungeon, you just click a button, you get in, and you're automatically grouped with a group of people who should be able to do the content.
I think it's easy enough when you go to like Discord channels, but the
Yeah.
fact that you have to use a third-party software
Yeah,
to do
exactly.
something
I mean-
that should be in the game is troublesome.
It was a pretty easy experience for me, and I didn't use anything outside the game itself. But
I think
I
if you're
do, I
lucky
do
enough,
think it's kind of like an opportunity cost, because it is just a lot of grindy content to make people have something to do, and I definitely think they could make better content.
yeah,
I
They
mean,
should
I've
buy like a
been-
dope mount or something to it, a transmog set. I don't know. It's
I mean, you get a mount from the Lupum Savage.
oh,
I mean,
does
the
it look
relic
cool?
stuff-
Yeah,
relic
it's
stuff has always
the
been
Cerberus.
grindy. But I mean, the relic stuff's always been grindy, and that's fine because we did the ARR relics, no problem. We did the Heavensward relics; they were a little bit more annoying in terms of how lengthy it was. We were even going to do the Stormblood and Eureka because at least it's got a nice, interesting quest line attached to it. You know, it's got a lot of callbacks to previous games. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Whereas, I mean, Boja's got the very lightest of references to Final Fantasy XII, and you're just like, no, it's not enough. And the forced grouping is just.
It's a reference to the Stormblood Alliance raids, is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
which
those
is some
also go
reference
back
to 12
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
tactics.
Yeah,
It's all the
tactics more than
evilists.
12, because I mean, you see, it's like it's got Fran, but it's not Fran. It's got bloody what's
Ramsa.
his name? Yeah, from Tactics, and it's got who the fuck was the bad guy from 12? You know, Bosch's brother. I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
yeah,
See-
he's there, but he's not there. The judges are all kind of
Who's the guy
semi-Garlean.
from Orbon Monastery? That three-sword boss, Thunder God, I think. Count Sindolfo something something.
Yeah, that guy as well. They're all kind of
Skinny
references.
Games.
Not
I
that,
think-
not maybe not that model, but the character exists.
Yeah,
Because that boss is sick.
it's quite
Freaking
fun
love
to
him.
play.
And the soundtrack, oh, so good.
Like, I've been hoping or wishing for like a Realm Reborn type of relic again, like a grindy one in current
Yeah.
content, but the things we got in all expansions afterward has been kind of shit.
Oh man, I
Heavensward-
hope
In
they
what
don't do
sense?
another one
Heavensward
of
was
those.
Heavensward was okay, I guess, but it was kind of not that
Wait,
great.
in what way? How would you compare them to A Realm Reborn then? Because I've only done the ARR stuff.
Because in Realm Reborn you would grind and do all the stuff in current content at the time.
Mhm.
In Heavensward, it was kind of current content as well. It was Fates, Pam's farm, and Light farm, and all that other bullshit. But in like in Stormblood, then you basically have to live in Eureka,
Yeah.
which was kind of bad. That's why I never did it.
That would be relevant content, would it not?
Yeah, but it was locking you into one instance zone that everyone hated.
Yeah.
Instead of
True.
having
ARR
like, in a-
had multiple steps. It
Yes.
didn't just focus on one thing.
Exactly. And in Shadowbringers, it's the same as in Stormblood. You are locked to one zone, but they give you options, which is good, I guess, but you're still locked into Bosjan for continuation of the relic.
Yeah, and you're still required to do group content by organizing it yourself, and
Yeah,
it's
How the hell did Hack manage to grind all of them?
no life.
Hack isn't actually a person; he is a machine sent from the future.
He's 3 Lalafels in the trench coat.
That's it.
How long did it take him to get the whole set?
A couple months, I think.
Whew.
I mean, you can do one in like 1.5 weeks or something.
I think he spent maybe 2 months doing them all. Same with when he leveled everything.
And it's faster to do the repeat ones because several of the quests are not repeatable.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to start from the
The
beginning.
worst step by far is fortunately not repeatable.
I know I'm complaining just because it's a different way of doing things, but the way the relics went, I didn't see it going in this particular direction. It always sounded to me like it was something that if you know, logged in a little bit each day, you could theoretically do and keep making progress on. And it didn't really require too much luck. It was just, no matter what you were doing, it was always progress. Even if, for example, in the Realm Reborn relic, if the light farm was shit on that particular...
Yeah, you could always do it another day.
Yeah, or you'd make a little bit of progress that day. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'm still getting there. Whereas if you get a bad run right now and bad grouping, you're just shit out of luck.
And also in terms of longevity, you in Realm Reborn you could just do it whenever. But for the new expansion, you're kind of relying on people, regardless of the zone.
That's definitely the worst. It's like, how is this gonna fare in a couple of years when there's no one in Bosha?
Yep.
I mean, it's probably gonna be like Eureka. Eureka you can do solo, but it's super slow.
Yeah.
You have to go out of your way to find groups. People still run Eureka, right? At least for the
but
mount alone.
Yeah, but you have to like
that's where Discord comes in. Yeah.
plan on Discord and stuff. Yeah.
Which is like, why would you have to use a third-party tool? You know, you just it's a failing of the game. So they need to change that so that it can be done solo. A relic is meant
I love how
to be...
Discord stuff is fine, right? But like, hey, stuff like ECT is a no-no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a one-to-one comparison, I suppose, but you know, still.
Third party is a third party.
Hey, finally. One fucking drop.
You better not beat my 29.
Oh, I got a 99.
I beat my 0.
And now you're screwed for the rest of the evening.
Okay, everyone, thanks for the run. It was a riot. Catch you later.
First whistle of the easiest fight.
Yep. It's only been 40 fucking minutes.
But yeah, I'd probably want them to just try something completely new with the relics, because the Realm Reborn one was not fun at all for me.
I want them to tie it to the farm in the next expansion, because I know I'll be fucking with that content for sure.
I don't think they will.
They won't. No shot.
As long as they don't do another Boja or Eureka for the relic, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I
They
don't
will.
need that either.
Don't even put it out there, man. Like,
They
Look,
will.
I don't want to be fucking rescuing the space bunnies from the horrible space whales.
but that's the thing, right? It's like the Timeless Isle design philosophy from WoW. They've done it with Eureka, so they've recreated it with Boja. And yeah, I do believe there's going to be something similar in the next expansion.
Yeah, I think so too. It's not gonna be the same. Like, not gonna be named Bojan or Eureka, but it's gonna be the same type of content with minor changes.
Yeah. At least we're gonna get a hype ultimate fight, right?
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be Shinju, right? It's gonna be freaking Shinju ultimate.
It's gonna be
gonna
something in Stormblood at least, since
Reg
they did
Ultimate is
Alexander.
gonna be.
I mean,
Well,
the
Shinju
first
is already
ultimate
like an experience in and of itself, right? So I think that's their ultimate fight then and there.
Well, it needs
weren't
to
we
be
just
more
getting
than...
the Dragon Song one confirmed? Or
Yeah, I think so.
like, we're not guaranteed to get another one.
I think I heard something about that.
Ultimates were coming back in 6.1.
The hardcore raiders are gonna freaking riot if we don't get another ultimate.
Yeah, but then they don't care about them.
Also, factually correct. Which is fair enough, really, because like what, the people that are progging ultimates, what percentage of the player base do they make up? 1%?
Like that, yeah, 1-2%.
Yep.
It's a very vocal minority of the player base.
I mean, I still really hope that they do more of them, just because it's a nice goal, even for the people who don't end up doing them.
It's a status symbol for people
Just,
that don't get
just
it as
knowing
well.
that it's there is cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
as long as they
yes,
don't make the mistake that they did in ARR, unlock, valid story content behind it.
One of the most important story scenes.
It's like, hey, you remember Bahamut? Go do a fucking hard raid. Hey, you remember Nail Van Darnus from 1.0? No, it doesn't matter. He's very important. I mean, she's very important now. Also, fuck you, you can't do it because you're not good enough.
That storyline was so good though.
It was
Yeah,
really good, and it's like, well, that's kind of important. don't lock that way, please.
Yeah, they definitely learned from that, like doing the canonical versions in normal mode.
But
Yeah.
they learned from that by not doing any more ultimate fights.
Yeah. This system.
Honestly, the more I play, the more I start to realize that people that are into ERP, they got it handled.
Yep.
They know what's up, they know what they like. They don't need
Really?
anything from the developers to make it work. It's like, it works.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how they gonna task on the new story after the main story, the 6.0 story.
I don't know what they're going to do after this kind of arc has ended.
Asians are gonna move to Mexico and change their name, and then they're gonna show up again.
Well, they've already done that. They're now the fucking what are they called? Oh, I can't remember. It's some stupid fucking name they call themselves now.
Yeah, but I mean, there's barely any left as well.
Yeah, and now all
mean like
these
the
stupid fucking
the
bomb
Unsundered, or-
towers. These fucking towers just.
Well, we
ruining
don't
my
really
landscape.
do any new enemies in this game. We just rehash content.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what's
mean,
the pretty boy's face? What face's name? That's a Reaper now. Shit.
Oh, the
Xenos, was it?
hairy guy.
It's like we've been trying to kill his ass in Stormblood, and it's like he's still here.
He's a really determined dude, I guess.
When the
He
game
just
is like
doesn't wanna
trying
die.
to sell this whole rivalry thing, and you're like, no, it's not really
Xenos
working out.
just really wants to fuck the Warrior of Light. That's all it is. He just really wants that.
And once
Warrior of
again, we
Light.
circle back to the ERP endgame.
That's it. That's all it is.
I really hate Xenos.
Same.
Like I'm so sick of him.
If what needs to happen is like M itself needs to possess Xenos' body so that he has the fabulous hair required for a Final Fantasy villain, but has the attitude of M itself, who is just the best villain ever.
Yeah, I'm
It's
surprised
definitely
they
weird.
killed, like,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm surprised they killed him off like in the base arc.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good arc, and it was really good to see him kind of come back and do that little kind of hand wave as the
Yeah.
thingamabob.
I
But
think it's fair enough. They should have quit while they were ahead, and that's what they did.
yeah,
But that was probably
It was a nice
the
self-contained
only,
arc. Like,
That was probably the only like good design Asian.
would you rather have them milk him like they do fucking Xenos for like the expansions?
I don't know. I feel like they could have got more out of him, and
They
we
could have
still
killed-
liked him.
Yeah, they could kill him off like in 5.0, like the story arc for this expansion. But they didn't need to kill him like in the...
In conclusion, I think we can all agree that they should just kill Xenos off.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yep.
keep him dead, and just like
I mean, we killed him off already. I mean,
Again,
we
rather, yeah.
decapitated him and everything.
yeah.
It's something that just doesn't really work for me. Is like how we're going from basically saving the universe and killing godlike beings to killing.
How do we
try-
even
trying to
kill him
kill
if we
some
killed
guy?
him and it didn't work?
Yeah, he's just some dude.
He's
Somebody
just
needs to
with,
meet
like,
two Xenos, like
fake
straight up.
Echo. That's all he's got is fake Echo, the same that Ford Corolla has. But like she's angry, and he's I don't know sexually
He had
frustrated.
a rough childhood. Okay, he has to be strong.
Jesus Christ. It's like how to make a villain in Final Fantasy 14. Slap some bad childhood on that bad boy.
I really hope he has no redemption arc.
It was like what,
whatsoever.
her face Tsukuyomi, and we fucking redeemed her because her childhood was oh so sad.
Dango. It's basically what it is. Yeah. I mean, she went out in a blaze of glory, which was kind of cool, and she impaled that fuckface, which was even better. But then he came back, and you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yoshi
I
P
mean,
knows exactly what
At
he's
least
doing.
his model did.
Yeah. I mean, he's still that annoying fuckface.
Yeah.
I just know it. It's like, hey, I'm a totally different person inside, but I'm still that fuckface. And I was like, ah,
Yeah, I really disliked his character.
yeah.
Because he basically has a man boner for Xenos
Oh, yeah.
before he was killed off.
Yeah.
Or impaled.
I mean,
By his
spoiler,
sister.
he's in the new Mad Because Small, so you get that to look forward to.
Of course.
So is Tsukiyomi and the sponge bath. Oh god, it's good. Just watch it as soon as possible.
I got them.
Can you link it on Discord?
Oh yeah, just Sev, get them linked because you know you have like many screens or just one giant screen or whatever. I have one.
I have two.
I have plebbed here, one screen.
Where's my Discord window?
Like the whole playlist.
Fuck! I thought it was the the whistle.
Rip.
Sad times.
I should check if I have the bird. Because from
Yeah,
like
you
a
should
Moogle
definitely
event.
check that.
If,
That would have been nice to do that before the run.
Yeah.
I don't
No, we're
think
just
I have
doing
any.
it for the fun of it, you know?
I don't think I have any birds on this
Let's see,
character.
what's the name of this one? The White Lanner or something?
White Lanner whistle, yeah, so it is... Oh, where are my burbs?
I can just go search on Lanner then.
Yeah, it's just White Lanner.
Yeah, I have no birds, so it's easy for me to know.
Yeah, I don't have any birds at all on this character.
That's fine then.
I have barely any mounts at all.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yeah, why? I have the ones you get from the story, and then the ones you can buy for achievement points.
I don't think I don't have that many on this character either, to be honest. I have 44 in total. And
I don't think I could ever do like an old character in this game.
I've got 36. What the hell, Sev? Explain. Do you have any storm mounts?
I do, but I also play the game.
Ah, there
Oh,
it
that's
is.
a cheat.
I do have storm
He's
as
a
well.
cheater.
But yeah, back to how much we all hate Xenos. I have a sneaking suspicion, because it's been done in other Final Fantasy games, that Endwalker is going to somehow involve time travel and undoing some of the shit that was in the Ascians or going back to the
Oh
Ascians.
no.
And that's going to be like a whole new fucking story and...
Why would we undo anything though? Because the Empire is fucked right now, right?
Yeah, and they are...
So let them just crumble. We don't need to do anything. Or do you think Xenos will do it?
Go back all the way before the Zodiac and Heidelin.
Xenos is gonna do a fucking YouTube rewind and go.
Oh, and
start his
obviously-
own empire.
I can guarantee you, I mean, who here believes for a second that Heidelin isn't being held in fucking Charlian? And that's what the whole kind of council of fucking elders or whatever is doing. They're hiding her or something like that.
It's
the Zodiac removed.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
Heidelin.
Where are you? I've been Heidelin all this time. Get out. Immediately.
I mean, I'm at the point where either she has been like the bad guy all along, or does she even exist anymore?
I think it's just
It's
been
like
hidden
all of the
by that.
concussions that the Warrior of Light has suffered.
Didn't we, in like the last story patch, see the person that like sacrificed herself to become Madeline?
Yeah, we saw Heidelin, or her physical representation, at least for the first
Yeah, like
time.
the counterpart of like Elidibus for Zodiac.
Yeah, and there's the whole fucking story about how we're a reincarnation of at least 2/14 of the 14th Ascian or something like that. Because now we've got Hubert inside of us, or whatever the fuck it is.
I mean, we should have more parts in us, right? There's been more calamities.
You'd think so.
And once again, it goes back to ERP.
Yep.
Because
Heartburns inside
only
us.
the original people will like become more whole, and we are one of the original.
Yes.
This is why Xenos is so attracted to us.
That's it.
He wants to be another part inside of us.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, nice.
There it is.
The only thing revolving
Fucking
around
final. I
time
think we're done
travel-
here, right?
Yeah.
Raven time. Let's go.
The only like
Throat
time
singing.
travel thing I think could be cool is like going back to the actual Sundering and just like killing both of them.
Oh, wait, I need to turn on the sound for this one.
Yes. Throat singing extreme. Although we don't really get much of the good throat singing, I don't think. I think it's mostly the piss.
Doesn't it start with the face? We should get it.
Yeah, but it's really quick.
Am I
Yeah,
gonna
we-
die?
No.
No.
If you-
just
if you don't want
You
to.
try.
I'll just follow
Sure.
ground right away, okay?
The walls can get destroyed, but I'm not sure if we're gonna see much of that.
Yeah, you get some gaps, but just any time it looks like it's a knockback, just make sure there's a wall behind you, you'll be fine. Also, watch out if you're melee for the directional parries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but also really easy to spot.
Yeah. Also, hug his ass. For,
Also, he's gonna die before he jumps off.
yeah, it's literally he's dead. It's just the easiest one. 21 seconds.
No way.
Hey,
Yep.
I got an achievement.
Yay! Oh look, there we go.
Tombstones.
That
Oh,
Ebby
what's
needs
it?
that. If you could all pass on that, because
Okay.
Ebby wants that one.
Yeah,
You
sure.
don't want the crafted one?
Just basic one.
Okay.
Honestly,
The
this base model looks really nice as well.
The crafted one has more glow, fire and shit.
It has
Yeah,
more
I don't like
flag
that.
around it. Wait, do I have it equipped on my Dark Knight? 2 seconds.
I like
I do
glowy
not.
weapons. Ebby likes nice, simple weapons. If you see her main glamour, her old red one, it's just a basic version of the Uichi bow.
Simplistic.
like- Yeah, it's simple, effective, and matches a color scheme. It's all about accessorizing.
I'm told.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's why I like the PvP rewards.
Yeah,
They don't
look
seem too
good,
flashy, but like some of those pieces look fine.
Okay, time to beat 21 seconds. I'm gonna use
Target's
present
not in
might.
sight.
I'm gonna jump off.
You can't yet. I know it's really hard.
Let me out! Let me out!
Presence of fucking mind, go! Oh, I'm gonna whip my ass size out in a second. And back we are to ERP.
What was that about your ass size?
Exactly. 2, 1. Kaboom.
18!
Oh,
yeah.
I crit real nice on that one, to be honest. It was-
Barely legal time.
I wonder if I
Throat singing gun sexual.
do kill it quicker on Machinist.
We're about to find out.
You might if you pronounce the class right.
Machinist.
Thank you.
How about machinist?
No, I just
That
need to say it
depends on your
like
dialect.
apparently you need to pronounce it like Trump's China.
Machinist.
Don't trust China. China is asshole.
That's where the next expansion is gonna take us.
Oh god.
And Trump's gonna be the bad guy.
Two. One. Ah, this is definitely worse deeps.
That was
12
so
seconds.
slow. Come on.
20 seconds.
Disgraceful behavior. Long pole.
Okay, what job do I have that has high spike damage?
Sam?
Yeah, but Sam, it's boring as hell.
20
Yeah,
seconds.
20 seconds of gameplay shit.
Fine, I'll give it a try.
If I had a deep
I mean,
class
Black
of 80,
Mage,
I
right?
would
If
come
you
along.
pop off, you can get it.
Yeah, I think downside Black Mage is gonna be the casting time.
And we clearly don't need a
If only
tank
you had
for this,
some
so we can
instant
just like
cast abilities there.
everyone go
Yeah,
deep.
triple cast. But I kind of want to have Fire 4 ready for that, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna build up stacks enough before we kill it.
Should go for a full warrior party. Just don't leave them down.
Still 20.
Ah, dear me.
Monk, maybe?
You're just saying that because you saw the claws.
Is that even a real class?
Wow.
I heard we're getting a monk next expansion.
Oh,
Yeah.
about time.
I had hope there. I was looking at the monk just from the video, and I thought, oh, maybe they're getting rid of stupid positionals and they're making it more of a combo-based thing, like almost like what Dancer has, but
They
for punching.
kinda did. They removed the positional on Twin Snakes and I think the dot. And now you have the Mundra shit, so you actually execute the combos.
But they didn't remove positionals entirely.
No, not
I mean,
entirely. You still have True North and shit.
Yeah, but it's just if it was I can just about tolerate the Dragoon positional, which is basically, are you behind the person? No, get behind the person, and that's enough. But I can't be bothered with all this dancing back and forth between.
I
flank
think it's
and
weird that they're not just removing them all. When
I think
they're,
if
like,
they
removing
ironed
so
out the
many
rotation,
specific
right,
ones.
and did like a set of 3 abilities from the flank and 3 from the rear, it would be fine. But this ADHD shit where you have to, jump around the boss all the time.
But
Yeah,
Monk is
or you
really
have to-
simple. It's like one of your rotation is always from the back, and one, so your second rotation is always
Yeah, but
from
that's
the
not
side.
the optimal way to play it.
Of course it is. That's
it
how you
really isn't.
That's how you maintain your stacks on Monk.
Yes and no. Like, the opener is different. I actually watched the guide before I started leveling, and it's not great.
It gets kind of easy once you get into it. I used to main Monk, so I'm fully aware how the complex it is.
I mean, I know you can get really good damage if you play monk really well. It's just that the effort required is commensurate with the amount of 23 seconds. Disgraceful.
The issue is that all of the bosses just fucking
Hey.
turn all over the place. All the time. And when you miss your, beefed up Buchen because of that, that just doesn't feel great.
Oh, that was close.
So that how many now? Just 2 more, or is it just you? And
I think it's just
Reiner?
me and Reiner for most of them until
Oh, just
I
one
get-
more then.
I guess 4 then.
Well,
Let's
yeah.
get it.
What job was I on for the 18 sec? Was it Machinist or Summoner?
I think you changed the
Machinist?
machinist for 20 seconds. So before that, wherever you were before machinist was the fastest for 18 seconds.
Probably Summoner.
Probably somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, sadly, I don't have any DPS class with as high eye level as I do on my tank.
I mean, DPS is not that bad on tanks.
See, we wouldn't be able to kill this boss as quickly in the next expansion because Summoner's gonna lose all the dots.
I barely use any dots.
And the stat squish, the stat squish. Although they have said something about an enhanced echo that will put unsynced content at the same difficulty as previous patches.
Is it? Yeah. We don't know the numbers on that one, so
Yeah, and that's why I'm
skeptical
holding this
right now.
See, there we go,
Didn't-
18 seconds.
Didn't
Brilliant.
they say about the same thing when Shadowlands dropped?
Hey.
Oh, hello there.
Because I recall a lot of people bitching about it was really hard to do old content with the stats.
Well, it's
push.
again.
gonna be easier now. And
Blizzard bad, Square Enix good, so hopefully they figured out a way of doing it that isn't bad.
well, you should have been in the chat when they announced the changes to the teleportation fees. That's when the narrative changed.
my
Screening's bad.
my understanding was it was gonna cap at 1300 now, but apparently it's no cap.
We
guess
didn't
it
see
can.
any caps. It was just in a screenshot from Costa del Sol to, I think, one of the newer zones, and then the Far East.
I saw some people say that now it's like cheaper to do a detour, which is kind of stupid.
Oh, fucking poetics bonus, yes!
Yeah, you're gonna get that for all of these.
Yeah, I have gotten that for all of these.
Yeah, because like I haven't done any.
Oh, yeah, it's not spinning yet.
Where's Chairbert? Don't touch the edge. Edge is bad. It's Chairbert.
Break the
Run
chains.
away. Stand
And
in the
run.
pillars,
Yeah, otherwise we'll get the AoE wide paralyze.
which is no fun.
That sounds fun.
Wanna mark the room and dedicate sectors.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's where you do.
I'm
some
actually serious. I will take the bottom right corner.
I think it's usually around here-ish. I don't really recognize the symbols.
The important thing is that
Safe spot,
it
guys.
doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
I mean,
Very
if everyone
nihilistic
touched
view.
the bed, I don't remember if it's an insta-kill or just...
Stand where I'm standing. You see, like
No,
on
it's
this
only done-
middle
only
section
done.
of the blade.
They only do 10k.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, I
Even
was
you hit
gonna
by
say, like, I
multiple
didn't
things.
really lose anything.
No,
It used to one-shot you back in Hemsworth because your max
Oh, yeah.
HP wasn't as much.
I mean, the vulnerability up will eventually do shit, but
Okay, real talk. This would kill as an ultimate fight.
oh yeah.
Actually, beef up the 12 and like, fuck, that would be good.
Now we need to separate one of that.
Yeah.
Which one?
It was the previous one, wasn't it?
It's just gonna be... No, it hasn't happened yet, I think.
It was the previous one with the two of them.
What's the name of the ad that needs to be separated?
No idea.
I think it's Jeff.
It's
Oh, I'm gonna
basically
get that
90% sure.
it's basically two knives that pops, but maybe we either killed them already or skipped it.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
we did,
good.
yeah.
Just kill things.
Now just run around.
Yep. Everything's fine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Faith unmoving, but it moved me.
I know. Hey, I've got a thing on my head. I wonder what that does. Aye.
This is a shit show.
Yep. But yeah, if they made an ultimate out of this where they actually had... I mean, I would accept it with like a cutscene of this thing, except like it was in Final Fantasy VII, with them all kind of flying across the screen and doing shit.
Oh
That's
man, I'd
it.
rather avoid
You mean
cutscenes.
for like 15 minutes or whatever?
Oh yeah. I love that shit when you did like fucking
That would not get annoying during progress at all, would it?
W summon with Quadra magic, and then you did Knights of the Round, and you just went away for like a nap. It was great. And you came back, and suddenly everything was dead long ago. But you know,
I
Yeah.
had to
let
play
it
the
play.
previous Final Fantasy games from the sound of it.
they're so good.
All of these
Right.
references in this game.
Oh, so much.
Right, so the Dragon Eye is completely irrelevant, it would seem.
Yeah, it
Knights
looks that way.
of the Round. Knights of the fucking dead. Haha. I got Dungeon Master.
Yay!
Fuck.
Is this a dungeon?
Complete 1,000 instant dungeons or raids.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you. Staff of the Heavens. Oh.
It's
Boy,
all,
can I
all-
copy strike Thornton? He's using my name in his fucking instance.
I think he was first. He'll copyright strike you.
Pretty sure I created my character before that. Actually, no, wait. You're right, you're right. I was playing WoW way before this, though.
Yeah, but Forden didn't know that.
Won't stop me from copy striking him.
I'm gonna sue Square Enix.
Yoshi P.
Yoshi P, I'm coming for that ass. I am willing to settle if we delete any Eureka or like Bojna content from the future
Yeah.
patches. Either that or kill Xenos. If you kill Xenos, I'll be fine with it as well.
That sounds reasonable.
I mean, to be fair, Square Enix have really done a good job of not creating a likable villain this time around. Because, I mean, you know, as much as you hate Sephiroth, you know, you like Sephiroth. As much as you hate, like, Cypher, you like Cypher. No
Yeah.
one likes Xenos. Nobody.
Not even Xenos.
No, he hates himself. He hates literally everything. His sole goal in life is to literally fuck you. Possibly in a figurative sense, but more likely in a literal sense.
I feel like you're
And-
conflating liking them with wanting to fuck them, and I think there's probably a lot of people that want to fuck Xenos.
In
Oh, I'm sure there is.
in Square Enix defense, they actually did say in Stormblood that people will hate Xenos, but I didn't think they mean it that way.
Yeah, they've just made. I mean, they've done really well because everybody hates him. Just that, I don't think that's a good thing.
This is the part where you normally would split the ads, but
yeah.
doesn't seem like that we need to.
No,
It's
really
good that I
matter.
have tank stance on, so I can pull both of them.
Because I don't know if you're paying attention, but we do less damage when they are capped.
Yeah, I saw they got the buff.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't
couldn't
dealing
split them
damage there. I
up.
was looking at the waymarks. My bad.
I had
Which
aggro on
waymarks?
both of them, so...
It's like the two dudes from the near raids. They get 2 stats
yeah,
and a shield
yeah.
and a sword. So just split them, kill the
Yeah.
sword, then
Hansel and Gretel.
yeah, them.
Luckily, they
harder.
don't get that buff in the actual game.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were
Sev, come
easier
here,
in
come here,
that.
Sev. Shit.
Why are you so low? Why are you
Like,
being bad?
it's like that song goes. You gotta get low.
Boom.
Why are you being bad, Rain?
I think I missed a page in my guide or something.
Oh, okay.
There is only one page. Guys.
Reading is hard, alright?
I know, right? Reading. Imagine reading in 2021.
Shaking my head. It's kind of cringe.
I mean, you would just watch a YouTube video or listen to a soundbook or something.
I need to make a TikTok guide for Final Fantasy.
TikTok
Short and
guide
sweet,
for
just-
Final
Oh, shit.
Fantasy.
Well, you know my guide, right? You know the contents.
Yeah. Get
Upload
good.
it for TikTok. It's the perfect platform.
Don't be bad.
Exactly.
And how every class is just black mage.
Yeah. What was the change for Scholar, by the way? I saw a lot of memes and
Oh,
About it.
literally nothing. You get sprint to sprint harder, and
What?
oh, you get to sprint in middle of the fight. It's so fucking stupid. It's literally 2 lines of text that for the entire thing. It's ridiculous.
oh, that's why I saw a lot of memes with like a Lala running around.
Well,
Yeah,
the cool
that
shit
is
is like
the
Astra
content we
gets
saw.
AoE cards. Sage is essentially like Discipline Priest, from what I understood. White
I-
Mage
I
gets
like that.
Holy too. Like,
Yeah, holy harder. It's great. It's gonna be amazing. But let's see if I can find the actual news from the place that I found it. I'll read the exact fucking details for Scholar that I can find it here. Scholar, an action to increase your movement speed during combat, and powerful enhancement given to a single party member. That's it. That's literally it. Summoner
No, but
gets an
it's-
entire fucking rework, and Scholar's just like, you can move faster and give somebody a buff. Okay,
But-
thanks, bye.
But why would you need to run? In
Run
the
away
first
from
place?
your tears.
You need to run in so you can do your melee AoE.
It's so sad. I mean, Scholars have had such a hard time.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
if
kind of funny because like I expected nothing and like it was less than
I
that.
was still disappointed.
Yeah, and Scholar kind of been on the shaft ever since, I guess, Heaven's Ward almost.
They're essentially the monk of the healers.
They really are.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
But hey, they're going to be in that new category. They're going to be a barrier healer along with Sage. So it's like, you know, having a I don't know.
So nobody
older
will play
brother.
them because the new class is in like that same category.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scholar is really shit. I mean, I'd be surprised if you see anyone maining Scholar in Endwalker. There's just no point when
There's
the
gotta
rest.
be
Why
some
would you
method
level
to
as a scholar when you can level as a summoner? Like straight
I
up.
guess the only thing if it still offers any good raid buffs or something like that, but otherwise it seems like a kind of waste. Why wouldn't you just play Sage in that case?
Mm-hmm.
You can stand where I'm standing. It's a safe spot.
I'll come to you next time. Or rather, I'll rescue you, then watch where you run.
I just don't give a fuck.
Oh, check this shit out. I'm off tanking. Here we go.
We got this.
Don't need the second tank. We got this. Easy.
Don't need a tank.
Don't need a healer. I can
Toxic.
just down.
Just 5 DPS.
Well, healer is a DPS class essentially. It's in the name.
Mages, it'll never work. But yeah, I mean, poor fucking scholars. I mean, the fairies don't matter anymore. It's like, hey, there used to be some distinction between the two, so there was some.
I feel bad for the
active
tanks
choice.
as well, actually, because like Dark Knight's got fuck all. Gunbreaker, from the sound of it, is even clunkier now.
Hey, remember that you can Salt with Earth is now a point blank AoE. You don't have to target it anymore.
It's like, why is that shit in the game still? Now it's just so awkward.
But that was, I guess, never really an issue before, unless you use it manually, because everyone just use a macro for it.
Yeah, or if you're on controller and you don't use a macro, it can be a bit of a dick. Like all of those moves are, if you're
Yeah.
on controller.
All placement. But I mean, even on a controller, you could just replace it as a macro.
Yeah.
I mean, Paladin got everything I wanted, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paladin and Warrior are the winners of the tanks.
Warriors looked good, because if I understood, you could just use your gap closer without using your gauge now.
I wish they didn't with potency from gap closures though. It's really annoying.
And also, they changed the cooldown to 60 seconds, so...
Exactly, you can go into fell cleave mode once every minute now.
Oh, nice.
They did say something as well about how if you didn't like do a stupid newbie thing and pop all your defensive cooldowns at the same time, you'll get a better result from it. They just said the timings, if you did
I'm not sure what the fuck they meant with that. to
We
be
still
honest.
don't know exactly, like, what is the benefit gonna be, and what exact scenario are they talking about.
I think it's
But
just
it's
to
probably not
stop
something
you.
major.
It's to stop you from being like in a noob trap. I think where you just go, oh, all defensive cooldowns because I'm getting hit really hard. I think it's just so that you can, you know, if you proc them at spaced out timings where it's actually a decent idea, then you'll get a bonus for it.
And I think they said something about the bonus being something like you could get to your off tank. Like
Yeah, that's what I read from it rather.
Wow.
It's like an off-tank synergy type of thing, and not.
yeah, so it's
much
not just you getting
damage
something.
bonus or something. I don't know. We need to see the actual numbers and
Yeah.
abilities, like straight
Yeah.
up.
They were super vague about it, so
Yeah, it just says using defensive enhancements at optimal times will grant greater benefits.
That's
Also,
very
didn't help that the
subjective.
translator lady didn't fucking know shit
Yeah.
about the game.
I mean she did, but it's really a tough job to live translate with all the ability names being different.
It
Yeah.
is. I'm not hating on her for that, but it's like, you know.
But hey, at least Fluid Aura's finally fucking gone.
Yeah, but the translator they use now is probably one of the better ones that we had in the past.
I wonder if they could have just gotten someone from like the development localization team, you know? Someone who can speak English and Japanese. And
I
actually
mean,
knows-
they used to.
Well, if you get it, no,
Koji Fox used to do
there it is.
live translations as well. But I'm guessing he's just busy with, you know, localizing Endwalker.
Yeah. Busy doing important things.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. They have on-staff translators, so of course I will be using them.
You got it and I didn't. I don't know how that happened.
I wasn't paying attention in my defense.
I was literally just following you around and somehow I managed to get into your safe space from there.
It's like when you cheat off of your friend on a test and get a better mark than they do.
That's just called favoritism.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I can see why Thornton would be salty at me. I did threaten to copy strike him.
I would be too.
I see how it is, Sev. Ganging up on me with your pal Thornton?
That's because you made me upset before.
What did I do? It wasn't me.
Salted crafting.
Cause you gave me bad news about crafting and gathering.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't shoot the messenger! They should rename that ability. It's faith moving, clearly.
Faith moving quite a bit actually, so watch out. It's a bit of a long cast name, but I'm sure we can fit it in.
Go for Faith knock backing or something, you know?
Knocking back some Faith with the boys.
Can you like play dead here and still be on the ground when he push you back?
Let's find out.
Fuck! Damn it!
Sad times.
Literally unplayable.
Yeah, my immersion.
Well, there's only one way to do it properly. You go and hug the edge, die, and then you get...
Standing fucking edge. Don't worry, Seb. I've got you.
No. Now it's cool. Now it's on cooldown.
Rip.
Stand up to die when already playing dead.
Hey, he's actually going to cast Knights of the Round now. I wonder what that mechanic does.
Guess we'll never know. Well, Heaven's Word was a Dragoon expansion,
Yep.
so Sev was thematically correct there.
It feels sad though that you'll never get the White Mage themed expansion because it's not edgy enough to be in a trailer.
That's true. The Warrior of Light has never been a white mage.
Nope.
Is a
Always
paladin
been that
edgy?
stupid fucking Lalafell.
Yeah, and Walker is paladin. So it's been a warrior, dragoon, monk, and paladin,
And Samurai.
Dark Knight.
and a samurai.
It was Dark Knight in Shadowbringers.
Oh yeah, Dark Knight. That's right.
Because you became the warrior of Edge.
And a Bard as well. For like a little bit in the trailer.
Oh, in 1.0 you were an archer, weren't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, just an archer, not even a Bard?
Nope.
Nope. You were a base bitch archer.
It's an accurate representation of the player base. Equip
mean-
the fucking Soul Crystal, man!
I mean, job spot's barely a thing in 1.0.
Running was barely a thing. Maps that weren't literally corridors were barely a thing.
Yeah.
Well, running is definitely a thing now, for Scholar.
Yes. For Scotland.
And the real end game.
I really hope they call it Sprintra. I honestly do. It's just it's so good.
Levy, here. This is the
Oh.
spot.
This is the spot. Okay, cool, thanks.
Ow.
Safe.
50% of the time it works every time.
I was drinking.
Who are you, Val?
Maybe? Ver maybe?
Verbatim.
Or maybe.
Look at this shit. Got a new emote from the Koopa quest.
Oh, yes.
The mail quest?
Ah, that was good timing. Well played.
I think it must be the, is it the Mughal Beast drive? You
Yep,
did.
that's the one.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course.
I thought it was like the delivery quests.
No, you get the Star Spangled Subligar and a hat for that one.
Best reward ever.
Yes. And I know you mean the Subligar.
Of course. What else?
That was going to be my my outfit before I settled on Mr. Pink. I was like, I want to just be like, you know, a more Godberty Godbert. What would he wear? And I thought, well, obviously a Subligar, but no, he already wears nothing. So what is better than nothing? It is obviously, yeah. So if you see that happen in Endwalker and he's got my outfit on, I will copyright strike Yoshi P.
You and me both. I will stand by you when you do it.
Something else they said about I can't remember if it was healers in general or if it was just white mages. Yeah, healers in general. Cast time for offensive spells will be reduced. Now I have to imagine that doesn't apply to astrologians as well, because they already have a 1.5 second cast time.
I think it's just
Yeah.
down to 1.5 for
Are
everyone.
they trying to kill the fucking healer players? Corporal Tunnel speedrun any percent over here.
Well, the
You
thing is,
just
they
gotta
are
play PvP to get that.
I mean, they're not reducing the GCD, so it just means there'll be more time to weave other shit, but I don't know what other shit we're gonna
Oh,
weave.
Sprint.
you have like 3 abilities to weave anyway. Like,
Oh look, weave sprint, yay! A functionally and visually distinct restorative field action will be added for White Mage. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's gonna
That's
be a better...
wasn't that the like giant lily thing you put on the ground? That then
Possibly. It
pulses?
looked like a fucking a spirit well or something like that. But I don't know what the fuck it did, because it exploded as well when the White Mage did something else. It doesn't help that we don't see cast bars or ability names or anything like that. And Divine Benison will become a charge action. I was like, yeah, I use that a lot. Basically your little fucking shield. This thing.
oh right, the MGP numbers are drawn today.
Yes.
Gotta check these crash cards.
Yeah. I'll go in this one.
Reiner, come get this one.
It's too late. We're
Oh.
all
We're all
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
No.
If only we had a scholar with a sprint ability there.
I was checking another screen.
Seb, I've got you. Look at that feeling. Bam, bam.
Boom.
Is there one for each person? Or are we like one more than the amount of towers?
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, that's why. Oh, I got it. Phew. Well, that was fast.
This is a freaking joke compared to Stormblood.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder, like, is there any point in trying so hard when you just wait for 2 expansions and it's... a
I
walk in the
mean,
park?
do you want to have fun?
I don't know.
I mean, there is some
I'm not
fun
too
with
sure anymore.
absolutely destroying content. I mean, that's kind of fun in and of itself, but I like fun.
Yo, that's what got me when they did like the scaling thing in WoW. Where they're like the outdoors monsters, right? We will make them scalable to your item level. And I was like, it makes no sense. I want to have
No.
the good gear and just delete them. It's kind of part of the RPG shit.
Mhm.
So same here. Like killing Raven in 20 seconds. Pretty neat.
I mean, I'm fine with doing that stuff just after I've done the actual versions.
Yeah, the proper story versions are good. I mean, seeing
I
the
think it
full
would be cool
mechanic.
if there was like a
Right.
distinction between people that got it like during the relevant content though. And people that farmed it after.
Yeah, like if you got it to the Moogle vendor, it's, I don't know, it makes the Moogle noise every time you summon the mount or something like that. It just plays Good King Mogomog instead of the actual mount music.
I mean, some people like that kind of
Moogle mount.
exclusivity, but personally, that would just lead to a lot of like fear of missing out, especially like joining a game late.
I suppose that's fair.
But I mean, that's also the type of stuff that makes people like that stuff more if it's exclusive to doing it
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
time.
Like the collectors really get off on that stuff then.
I obtain a Heaven's Ward Helm fragment, don't you know? Oh wow!
Whoop! There it is. Round 1. Let's see. Do I have it?
I'll loot that too.
I'll take that as an 89.
Round. I do have it.
Oh yeah.
Feels bad.
The 2.
We'll
So
get
we
him next
need-
time.
We need 4 of these.
Well, 3 now it would seem.
Well, yeah. Smartass.
Yeah. Quick maps. As Big Shock said, 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maps.
I'm the tank now.
Look at me. I am the tank now.
I'm the captain now. Look at me.
Off he goes.
I cannot hear the phrase "look at me" without thinking of Meeseeks now. It's ingrained in my brain.
Chains of love.
Will never
Uh,
break the chain. Where was that from?
Okay, you got it.
Chains of love got a hold of me. When passion's your prison, you can't break free.
I'm thinking
Whoa.
of a different song. too.
You're a loaded gun. Whoa! There's nowhere to hide. No one can say the damage is done. Yes, it's all good. It's John Bovey.
Will
I
I
was
get hit?
thinking of Fleetwood Mac, the chain.
Ah, yeah. Ding,
I probably get hit by 2.
ding, 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 ding.
All 3.
By all 3. Oh, yes. Hot priest on cat action.
Fucking hell, people outside are going wild.
In general, or
I
just
had a home
specific
game
team?
for the football today, so I reckon that's why.
I mean, if there's a purge on, I need to know about that shit, okay?
What would you do if there was one?
Close the blinds.
Barricade or go out and participate?
Close the blinds. But no, do that thing you do when you're on holiday and close the blinds just like half the way so that everyone knows you're out and it's like, oh, there's nobody in that house, we won't bother. Stops burglars. They're very polite here in Scotland.
Yeah,
Don't
they
do
don't.
weekends anyway, so you're good.
Exactly. No weekends and no evenings.
That's it.
Ooh! Oh, we got this.
Tight squeeze.
Here, I'm gonna close the window. This is ridiculous.
Just lean out and say shh.
Shh. Be, be quiet. I'm trying to raid for them.
That's it. We understand. I need to concentrate. This is top tier content.
Ah, damn, I got knocked back into the thing.
Sad times.
So sad.
Why was I not rescued, Mr. Healer?
I saw it happening and I did nothing.
Ah, you're into that type of shit.
Apparently.
I know which healing class would have saved me in that situation.
Vel isn't a healing class.
A scholar.
A scholar with that speed increase.
Oh yeah, the speed increase. Versus sprint.
They don't need to use a rescue, they just run to you and then just pull you.
The special buff
That's
they
what their
can do.
gameplay is gonna be. Like 90% of it is just running.
Away from responsibilities.
I mean, isn't that why you have your fairy?
That's it.
If someone tells you that your healing was shit, you're like, my healing? It's the
he's
fairy's
healing.
fault. I'm the damage dealer here.
I'm just here to sprint.
That's it. Your new special ability is like the fucking A-Wings in Star Wars. You
The
run
new
around the boss
ability
3
is
times. and
misdirection of the blame.
You run around the boss 3 times, he gets dizzy and he gets stunned. That's what he does with the new sprint action.
You also get the racial bonuses if you're playing the Lalafell character.
Yep. I mean, if you think about
The
it,
one they showed in the trailer, by the way, was a Lala. Coincidence?
No,
Not.
because the racial feature is like sprint +1.
I mean, if you think about it, and you really shouldn't too hard, Lalas have ridiculous, like, jumping power. Just like gnomes from WoW. They can jump like 3 or 4 times their body height and no fucking difficulty. We should be very scared of them.
And no damage knees.
Yep.
They should use that aptitude to jump into the fucking dumpster.
They don't
where
have
belong.
knees.
Jump into the sea.
That's why we can jump so high.
Yeah, that's the real secret.
Let's stand here and see if it's safe. One phase. Let's find out. It was.
It's just that simple.
How many more times do we need to teach this old man the lesson?
However many we need to get 3 more mounts.
Oh boy.
We've only done 7 and last time we only did 12. Maybe RNG will be on our side this time. Maybe I should use the whistles. Or I mean, we could also run it 99 times
Gotta
and just
check
get...
the retainers, you know, and there's all of the mounts just sitting there.
I think the game actually would say that you had it already. Since you can't loot it if you only acquired it.
I don't know. I wish you did it for everything, like including the orchestra rolls and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. And there's some items you can get around it, like, oh, what was it? It was when we were doing relics. I think it was like you could have something in your chocobo and something in your retainer and something in your inventory.
Oh,
Same
the,
thing,
the
I know that
Well,
like transmog pieces from the latest trades, you can have them in your like glamour closet, and you can loot them.
Maps works the same way. Like you
Yeah,
can have
that's
one in each retainer, one in the chocobo saddle.
It was the treasure maps for the Alexandrite, not the Alexandrite itself.
Yeah.
It was just...
Yeah, I didn't know about that shit. It also took me getting through most of the books before I realized I could do them on sync.
Yeah.
Oh
that sucked.
no!
That must be a pain.
Yeah, like queuing up for those hard
A
dungeons.
mental one after the realization, I imagine. Yeah.
Getting the OG experience.
Definitely.
Right. Can you not queue us up for like 2 seconds? I want to check my numbers.
Sounds like a you problem.
Wow. Toxic. Toxic leader. Unbelievable. Time to fucking phone Yoshi
About what?
about the toxicity in this game. Oh, I got the 4th prize. Let's go.
Oh, fuck yes.
I got the
So
4th prize
cool.
twice.
Oh my.
Wait, 3 times. Let's go.
Rigged.
I'm getting your
21
right now.
KMGP. Easy as that.
You don't even need anymore. You got your fucking mount.
I have like 15 more things that I want to buy from here. I think.
Okay,
I think.
here we go.
I want to get all of the mounts at least, and I'm not sure about like the
Oh, I also got
dance
4th
mob
prime.
shit.
Come on, jackpot.
Wait, what?
I've-
Consolation prize. God damn it. Claim more prizes.
What
Consolation.
prices are you claiming?
God damn. The jumbo cactbot.
Oh yeah, I need to check that as well.
Consolation. God damn.
I think I'm gonna get 4 prize on all of them.
Consolation prizes and all 3 tickets.
I'm pretty sure I'll get it this time.
Because I think I had the same number on all my tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
I just do birthdays, and like a lot of the family has them in October, so
I
a lot
did
of
like
friends. So all of the 4th places ones.
I did like my year and birth month this time, and I got 4th on all of them.
I blindly click random a couple of 100 times and then click OK and whatever comes up.
Yeah, I
I've
clicked
done that.
random, but
As good a
a different
strategy
last
as any,
number.
to be honest.
I've done that for years and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Nothing works. Nobody wins the shite.
Nobody.
Only if I picked up the car thing yet. I should go check before the event ends.
Yeah, I should just do that. Well,
What's
there's
the
fun-
highest you've gone on this? Anyone?
What?
Both.
Because I think for me it's the 4th place. I've never gone higher.
Yes.
on Jackpot.
I think I got a 3rd one time.
4th is the highest I've ever got.
Oh, what about the Chloe thing? You ever hit the 3 lines?
Nope.
Nope.
Unfortunate.
Back to the lavender beds.
Can we go now?
Oh, back
Yes,
to
sirree.
Mist. Back to mist.
Unless you want to queue us up for Air Force One as a group.
That's a fun gate though.
Yeah.
It's the best gate, really.
No.
I like the leap of faith.
Yes, it
now.
is.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew.
I mean, they could have more than one course.
What's the better gate than Air Force One? Like, that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
The Dodge one. Slice is right.
It's
Hey.
dog shit. What do you mean?
No, that
That's-
one is actually fun. Like, you
That's
actually
a-
have to do something.
But that's on the RNG and shit.
Yeah, it's like
There's like a 1 in 3 chance you will lose it fucking every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is not
Outside of
great.
your control completely. How is that better?
I mean,
He
even
likes to
in
live
spite
on
of
the
that,
edge.
you can get more.
Gambling is bad for you, okay?
yep.
It's not good.
Hey, I've never lost a gamble in this place.
You've never
Best
lost a
game.
single slice is right. I'm calling bullshit on that.
No, I mean, losing is getting... Losing is like losing points, and you never do that. So I count myself as a winner always.
I mean, that's one way to look
It's
at
sounding some delusional shit right there, I'm not gonna lie.
The house never wins, okay? That's all I care about.
Well, you think that. I refuse to believe that Saucer operates at a loss. It's run by fucking Lalafell, you know?
It's run by Godber and She of the Giant Frying Pan.
It's Lalafell, it's an old they run everything. It's the
Yeah.
syndicate.
it. I believe that.
I mean, to be fair, Julian could quite easily punt any Lalafell into the fucking sun with that frying pan of hers, so I think she's the real power behind it all.
Well, you say that, but you also just said that Lalas are really good at jumping, so, you know.
I mean,
That
they
just
are.
makes them more aerodynamic. It's just because, you know,
They'll
gravity
get
here
yeeted
doesn't
over to
affect
the
them.
moon, jump from it, and get back here. It's,
Just boil them like a frog.
simple science.
Actually, that's a good point. Why aren't there more Lala Dragoons? They make excellent Dragoons. You think with all the jumping they can do.
Well, I'll jump too high.
That's it. They jump
That's
too high. And
that's how they get to the moon.
that's it. All they do is just go up and then, oh, fuck's sake.
You still need to pay for the TP though, which is bullshit. You should get a discount as a Lala, you can just jump to places.
Yep. Lala Dragoon, backflip to the moon.
Would they die on the way?
Please, hopefully yes.
Hopefully, yes.
It's all we can hope for, is that they may die on the way. He shall end our vain struggle.
How has that been working out for him for like these past 10 runs?
I mean, you gotta give him... He's being persistent about it.
If at first you don't succeed,
And that dude over there has
Give
a
up.
really fucking cool sword.
dibs. If you could stop breaking my monitor every time, that would be great.
I know, it's costing me a fortune.
I'm on my 10th spare.
Hey!
Whoop! There it is.
Woohoo.
Maybe mine.
Let's see who's rolling.
Fuck.
Yeah, boy.
Oh! Okay, only 2 more now.
That's actually kind of awkward because I was just about to take a toilet break, but now I feel obligated to continue.
That's right. Endure your bladder.
Wait, did you get the mount?
Yeah.
This is exactly the moment when you leave. What do you mean?
Nah, see, that's my conscience won't let me.
Like BRB guy's bio. You know?
Yeah, I got them out. I can see ya.
It's okay. If you want to go for a break, I can make Ebbe some tea and I can go get myself. a
Dane's
cold
just too
beverage.
polite.
We can have like a 5-minute break after this, just to, you know, so people can do their biological activities.
I just did it in the
That's
middle
one
of a
way to name it.
Bismarck fight without any consciousness. I was like, I'm just gonna go AFK here. Whoop!
Oh, God. Yep. That's how you do it.
I mean, you would have only noticed it if I didn't tank the tower.
Okay.
I mean, I just
See,
poured.
like Sev just did that shit.
I just
Still
poured that
hasn't
drink, and
fucking
you guys didn't
pulled
even notice.
How you enjoying that chain? How long does it stay
Sev,
for?
fuck off! What do you mean? Why is it broken? Actually unplayable. What? We were like at the opposite edges of the arena, and it still was on us.
I think there's something about the chain. Like if you're far away when it starts, you have
Yeah.
to get further away than if you were close when it starts.
I mean, it's a set distance that you gotta break it, that it takes to break it, and it starts from where you guys start.
Yeah.
So
That'll
we
be
just
fine.
need to run off the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep running.
On it. Wall, wall, wall,
Don't worry,
wall.
I've got you. There we go. Don't say I never rescue you.
Many thanks.
Blood for the blood lily.
You should get the Blood Lily stacked if your teammates die.
I agree.
Tell me I'm wrong. You should do the the way they do it with Retribution Paladins and WoW. When they get like a crazy damage buff if one of the party members dies.
Yes.
Same thing for the White Mage.
Make it so you only get blood lily stacks if somebody dies. So you have to
Make
actively
it
be a
so
bad
you
healer.
get triple Blood Lily if you rescue them into their death.
Yes. You have to
Hire me as a
actively get
designer.
shots.
I will do it.
Getting stacks for a death would actually make like sacking people to mechanics during Frog kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm not shit at the game. I'm just boosting the White Mage's damage output. What do you mean?
I backflipped off the Titan just so you get a little bit of blood. It's fine.
It's required for a mechanic. Trust me.
Gimli's voice. That was deliberate. It was deliberate. Boom. 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 else have cool weapons?
Stop!
This guy's... No, he's got Pussy Shield. It's like just basically every Fashion Souls you can imagine. We're all just literally Dark Souls players.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then we got the actual Dark Souls armor for the Eden raids.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it hurts not critting with confetti.
Ooh!
Oh, hey.
Not mine.
Not mine. Hey!
84 versus 4.
Okay, right. So we have a 5-minute break then, so I can make Ebe some tea and get.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
do
just-
10 minutes until like 9 o'clock if y'all want.
Yeah, something like that, just so we can have a little bit of a wee break.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch a hole in my wall.
Do some stretches, drink some water, let's get it.
Okay,
Okay.
BRB.
BRB.
Everyone's obviously away watching Mad Because Small.
Yeah, I was watching the first one.
Yep.
Only got
I'm here. I'm
3
just
minutes
watching the Worlds for Legends of Runeterra. The finals are happening as we are farming for the mounts.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll pretend I understand what you just talked about.
It's Riot's card game. They're having the World Championship.
Wow.
It's actually pretty nutty. The shit that's going on here is fucking crazy.
Card games. Woo.
I played actual League of Legends for a while and then stopped, and my life was better for it.
I can imagine.
Oh, well, yeah, MOBAs and the toxicity levels
Yeah.
in them. That shit's crazy.
I have 100% win to loss ratio in Dota 2 because I played one game, won, and then never played again. So 100% win rate.
I have 100% loss rate because I tried it, and I had some Ruski people being really mad at me. I was like, yep, okay, I'm done.
That's the way.
It's kind of the cycle of the MOBA games, I would say. The card game is less toxic, and it's actually kind of fun.
I still play League sometimes, but I've only played the random game mode for like.
Yeah, ARAM was just the best
Yeah.
way of doing it.
The only
And
thing
only-
I hear
only
about
if I
is
have
people
friends
bitching
that wanna
about
play.
balance, and that's about it.
Is everyone back now, by the way?
Well,
Yeah.
we can do a ready check,
YOLO.
or just that, yeah.
That works. Oh no, I wasn't ready.
Oh, sucks to be you, Ryan.
Maybe I should start playing a bit more Summoner before it gets reworked.
I mean, to be fair,
What
it
for?
looks awesome. I mean, the whole
It looks
summoning
great.
of the actual
Yeah.
summons, and not just eggies, is just... It looks great, and it's more true to what a summoner actually is meant to be, I think.
Yeah.
Can I
that's
interest
Lots of
actually
you
Final
in an
Fantasy
eggy in
summoner.
these trying times?
I know it's meant to be like a real word for these things, but eggy, it's just not. It's not.
I
for
just
me.
think about Eggy in Dark Souls. When I hear that
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Engie.
Yeah.
You wish to speak to the mistress of...
I wasn't a huge fan of I'll get this down.
What you
Of
have
how
to
they put Iggy Assault on the GCD
Yeah.
with Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
It feels so weird not actually doing anything, but just like commanding your pet to do something. And
I love how
it
that
goes
shit
off,
is
like,
not
at
on
random
like the
times.
same button for Bahamut and Firebird.
That stuff is super weird.
Like, just why the button bloat? It's
Yeah,
nuts.
I installed the XIV combo for the summoner, and holy shit, it's so much better.
Yeah. It's on
The
that
XIV combo.
add-on.
Yoshi
dare
P
you.
is just a joke. Yoshi P, don't punish.
Listens to every single Discord call, you know.
I mean, it just fixes the design flaws, really.
Oh, now he's angry.
It basically...
Yoshi P is about to do what the P stands for.
I mean,
Punish.
especially for like Gunbreaker, they're implementing the changes that you can get with
Why?
the
Yeah, why
plugin.
was that shit not in the game to begin
Exactly,
What I
it's
don't
just
get.
button bloat.
But they're mucking up another thing about Gunbreaker, from what I understand. I was in Xeno's stream and he was not a fan. And
Yeah,
that guy
I saw
mains Gunbreaker, so like, I'm kind of cool with listening to his word on this.
But wasn't it mostly just being iffy on a specific new skill and how that fit into the
Yeah.
combo?
Like where it was in the rotation, he was like, it's not gonna be good. So I'm willing to trust the guy that like mains that shit this expansion.
Yeah, it's too bad
Because
it's
it
angry
feels
all the
pretty good
time.
to play right now.
Well, I'd rather listen to the angry person that's fucking playing. The
I
class,
mean,
you know?
his stick is basically just shouting.
His bit about dying to the Dark Knight and Lone with White Mage in a group, fucking brilliant. You see his I'm in a fucking grave bit. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Why did I get a fucking ping from the balance?
It's not quite one tick of my dome that heals it. 2 ticks will do it.
Oh, that's not a lot of loot.
Yeah.
Torch.
Only because it's mine left.
Oh, we'll get it this time.
I'll hold you to it.
Being cursed now.
If we don't get it this time, I'll switch to summoner, and then we'll get it.
Yep. I wonder if we do enough burst DPS that we'll just skip a phase. I don't think we do though.
It's
No.
intermission is triggered by a percentage.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those weird scripted fights.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah,
Ant-Man.
I mean, I wonder if it has like a damage cap, like you can't get him past 50%. Because I've seen Blue Mage do scary fucking things, like nuking entire boss's health just out of nowhere.
Oh well, when you bypass the percentage that quickly, then yeah, I suppose.
When Blue Mage will be level 80, I guess then they can probably more or less one-shot him or close to it.
The
Like,
real trick
it's-
is actually finding a fucking group to get those abilities.
Yep. Blue Mage is another thing I'd like to like, but there's just so much that revolves around effort.
Yeah.
None of the other
I mean,
classes need effort.
I mean, it looks fun when you see it, like those videos, but I just can't be asked to level it in this game because I really dislike how they designed it.
Yeah, I mean, if they made it so like you could just get all the abilities out and about and you learned them through being hit, great. But no, you have to do all these stupid dungeons and high-end things and
Like I love Blue in 11, but that's it's completely different than in here. Because here you can't even do anything with it unless you group up, which is kind of retarded.
You can Magikarp enemies by splashing water on them.
or literally throwing a fish at them. It's amazing.
I think
That's pretty. Once again, it goes back to Magikarp.
Magical.
that one
You
use
splashed
is
it.
basically making fate farming easier for everyone else.
Yep.
And it's
Well-
kind of satisfying seeing them killing Van Darnus for with a one shot.
I wonder how
only
much damage
sucks
I'll
when,
take if I stand in the red shed.
Not much.
It only sucks when you're trying to do a fate and the blue mages just kill it before you can even get a shot in.
Yep.
Yeah, that happened when I was doing the few first steps of the
A
relic in Heaven.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, oh great, can actually do this. How
Alright,
many?
so as promised, a mount drop right now, yeah?
Or if not, we'll get it next time when I play Summoner. That's how it works.
I'll just send the bill to Rain if we don't get it, since he promised it now.
Yeah, and it costs approximately 0. How many Vuln stacks do you think you could realistically get in here without actually dying?
Yes.
3. Because after that they'll wear off with these scripted fights.
I think you won't have enough mechanics to catch the one stacks, to be honest.
3 stacks you get if you get hit by the dashing ones, all 3 of them.
Yep.
Maybe you need the buffed sprint to get them all.
Sorry, Rain, you lied.
No, I still have
Sue
one
me,
more
what
try.
can I say? I'm a pathological liar, it's a problem. but I can't stop.
It's normally Sev who's the pathological liar.
Okay, I need
Do the
to.
exact-
Well, you see,
of
the reason
mechanics.
is, yeah, all the toxicity that Seth has displayed, all of the
Wow.
bullying,
Wow.
seeping through.
Wow.
Lying is my coping mechanism.
Wow.
So queue us up, or what's up?
Yeah.
I thought Rain was gonna change.
Yeah, I changed. Sorry, I should have made it more clear. I need to remember what buttons to press on this class. I haven't played in a while.
All of them.
Use the good old face
Face
on
roll.
the keyboard.
Mhm.
Start.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Works every time.
I can do that.
Now, Sev, you be the tank. Oh no, wait! Actually, get the Titan egg out.
Now, then I do less damage.
But that's his intended function.
Aggro fight.
The nugget.
I'm the tank now.
I'm the tank now.
No, you.
Yes, me.
Use up those ruined 4 stacks, fellas. What the hell?
If you try hard enough, you can get more than 4.
Yeah. I think I've seen 6.
Someone getting the. Okay.
No.
I was too far
I
away.
guess someone is getting paralyzed then.
If only I was a scholar, I could have made it.
Damn. And we were clowning on it for so long, eh?
I mean,
Levy, come here. You're gonna get knocked. Bada bing, bada boom.
No one got any stacks of vulnerability. It's amazing.
That sounded like a challenge to me. It's like that meme, and I took that personally.
wow, I tanked both of them. I'm surprised.
Ooh, man, habit. So wow.
No,
What's
my
next?
Kindle.
2 phoenixes.
Bahamut's are awful. I won't be able to see shit with 2 of them on the screen.
I know you think someone's bad now. Imagine when an actual Ifrit comes along or an actual Titan, and just like everything you see.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
The big motherfuckers.
yeah.
At least we're not on screen for long.
No.
Yeah, it's just like those floor wipes in Heaven on High.
I wonder if you're playing a
Yeah.
Lalafell, is the model of the Bahamut smaller as well?
Nope.
You can scale it,
Yeah, with our text
but I don't know
command,
if the max and minimum are different.
We stack with this, right?
Then why don't you have it as maximum? Just huge, absolutely fucking huge all the time.
I think we
the point
discussed
if your
it before.
Bahamut
I
isn't
want a real-life Bahamut-sized Bahamut pet.
we'll break the game.
And we're not talking Bahamut Prime here. We're talking actual Bahamut.
Yeah, the
As
real
in,
one.
like, we wander across his arm and we're like, hey,
I want Lunar Bahamut.
Lunar Bahamut's a pussy.
It's a dungeon boss, like, come on.
It's a fraud.
He is the we have Bahamut at home version.
I mean, I feel that about all our Aegis right now.
Yeah.
No, your Eggies are like the Chinese mobile game knockoff of League of Legends. Ah, me fucking screen, you bastard.
Let's go, Firebird.
Nice Firebird uptime.
Nice. Well,
Well-
it's almost a whistle.
Now you're both liars.
Well, he needed company.
Well, as I said before, it's all Seth's fault somehow.
Somehow.
Blame Vel. That's the best way of doing it.
Not here to defend himself, though.
Exactly.
So,
And yet, even if he was, he would accept the blame.
Yeah, fair play then, what can I say?
I'm glad we're keeping the carbon. Yeah.
Yeah, very
For the,
important.
This is actually nutty. The streamer that I was rooting for from like the beginning of the tournament is in the grand finals.
Holy shit, we did
Shit
a
is
lot of
hype.
damage.
Should have bet on it.
Yeah.
Oh, betting on him would have been the wrong call. He never does well in the tournaments. That's why I'm so surprised.
We. I'll take this one. Yay, no paralysis.
Paralysis?
Paralysis.
Say that 10
You can
times.
see how the nastiest debuff also has Lala in the name. Coincidence? Not.
Ow.
Oh no.
Is there anything we need to look out for on the Nidhogg fight?
Probably
'Cause I
not.
think
In,
the orbs we should be fine with, right? We have like giga damage.
with our group, probably not. But if you would do it the OG way, you would have to pay attention to the spears. With the blue and red.
Thanks, but no
Yeah.
thanks.
That was.
I ain't about their life.
Because if you attack the wrong one, then you basically heal it.
Yeah, and if you get damaged,
yeah.
then you heal the other one as well.
Exactly.
I know there's a few mechanics in some of the later ones, all the containment bays, that seem to rely on you having an even number of
Yeah,
players
that's
in the party.
only on Sephiroth.
I thought it was on what's her name, Discount Booba. She does the
Sophia.
Both?
the punishment and sin thing, the overlap. So some
Yeah.
poor buck
Oh,
can
hi,
be
Seth.
That's true, but I don't think we're gonna see much of that.
no.
And that's not really an insta-kill mechanics like Sephiroth can be.
Yeah.
What's the...
To be completely honest, I don't think we're getting to the containment bay raids today.
No.
You never know.
If we finish this one, then next will be Nidhogg.
Because Nidhogg is gonna take a while, because I reckon
And-
everybody needs mount from there, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the even number thing from Sephiroth? Because I just watched a video guide and I don't remember anything that required a certain number. Is it like when you need to
it's-
split up
it's the-
into groups and tank the towers?
It's the pillars,
Yeah,
cause
okay.
you get assigned like the physical
Yeah, you need
vulnerability
two
or
in each or
magical.
something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Okay, makes sense.
I have a foolproof solution for it. I will jump off of the platform
And kill me if I'm dead.
every time. So
Absolutely.
we'll have an even number of people.
Dibs on being dead.
Yes. I volunteer as tribute.
Basically, the one-shot part of that fight is whether you have to run up to in front with the lines or go to the back. Because if you're on the wrong side, then you basically killed everyone. If you're not placed optimally.
Can Gladiator Gear stop debating me into thinking that we got the mount? Oh,
mean,
wait a
so-
minute. The free company Godly are always looking... Wait a minute. I know just the response here. There we go. I said the no. We can do the thing.
Wait for the whisper. Why are you so toxic? I love the FC chat shaming slow load times.
People
It's
just need to
important.
invest into fast SSDs.
I'll download some more RAM. Hold on.
Man, I've only had bad luck with FC's recruiting my shop chat.
They need to
It's
make
always-
interesting copy pastas for the recruitment. That's all that I ask.
They are so boring.
Last time I was looking for a guild, which was like a year ago, and I joined one that recruited via shot chat. it basically imploded overnight, and I woke up to the guild not existing.
Nice.
So I
At
was like,
least they
okay.
saved you the time, you know?
I mean, it's either
Yeah,
that
but-
or you join one with like 500 members or something.
It
Yeah,
had a
you
lot
join
of
one of
people,
the Ubus or the fucking pandas or whatever.
Dodos.
Yeah, that's the one.
Rain, get in.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
in.
trying to go out into the cursed shit to break the chain.
Yeah,
No,
you need.
the
I think you
chains
guys
of
need to
love.
get closer.
There we go.
There we go.
But yeah, it was pretty cringe. It's one of those guilds where the guild leader just wanted a lot of people in it for ego.
Yeah. I don't get why.
Do you get something from it? Because I remember in WoW you used to get like a gold percentage.
No, it's
for the
nothing like
activities and
that.
whatnot.
The only reason I could see is they get the guild points to accumulate faster. That's the only
Yeah, and
reason I could see.
also, I think he basically used people to do crafting and shit, and then it
I
all
mean-
just kind of went to him in the end.
He did an in-game sweatshop. Holy shit!
Yeah. And then when he got called out, that's when he just deleted the guild.
Hey, honestly, if a guild
Wha-
is like, "Hey, join us, we are like a virtual sweatshop," I'd be more inclined than joining. Hey, we're a friendly bunch of 18+ people.
It's
we have a
kinda-
house.
It's kind
Kumbaya,
of
you know?
dumb on his end if he just like quit the free company instead of just kicking people.
No, that's the best way
Real
of
talk.
doing it. It's
You
like-
rebrand and then you go and do the same thing again.
I mean, you can just rebrand as it is anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You kick people, change the guild name, go in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Advertised.
just like he had to nuke the Discord server because like the traces of the drama and shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was
Change the
pretty
name and
funny, but-
character race and you're good, honestly.
But it kind of sucked because like
It
I
doesn't,
joined that
um,
guild and I was happy that there was a group that was trying to like do savage content and stuff like that. And
What's
I was looking
playing
to
a
find
Lalfell
out.
by any chance?
What?
But the character name change and race change doesn't really work in this game, Rain, because you can still be like sourced back to your old one on Lodestone.
Really?
Yeah,
They
that's
know.
that's why stalking is such a big problem in this game. If even if you change server and everything, because you can still be tracked.
I'll have to keep it in mind in case I accidentally ninja something.
Yeah, you basically have to make a new character if you want to get
Fuck
away with
that,
that. But I
I've
mean, that's
invested
kind
way
of
too
useless
much
if you
time on
ninja
this
something.
Man, speaking of ninjaing loot, recently I learned that if you leave the duty, it doesn't matter that you rolled on shit, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
I thought you could like roll on stuff and then leave the duty, and if you won the roll, you'd get it even if you were outside.
No, this
Nah,
isn't WoW.
You know,
Yeah, I've just done that for like years. All the missed loot.
we don't have the tech for that in this game, I'm afraid. Like the duty rewards or the duty beginning, right? Like everything stops. It's like you have to dedicate your undivided attention to it.
Oh, speaking of, just out of nowhere, that reminded me, another thing that was in the notes is something like old dungeons, they're only going to give XP from the dungeon boss or something like that?
They're
Well,
readjusting the experience gains so that you get them loaded onto the boss instead of the trash.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Not sure about the percentages. It said that it's like lower numbers, but I think it balances out because they will have more levels and they are changing the numbers anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm wondering is if it like adds up all the mobs that you could have skipped, or like only the ones that you did.
Yeah, it's like the whole dungeon, all the ads divided by the total, or if it's going to be just like the ones that you've killed.
Just like
I
some
think it's going to be
dungeons you just skip.
percentage based depending on the level, honestly.
1 power is left.
Getting padded. Let's go, baby!
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, someone did so.
Sag. Yeah.
I blame Sev,
Laven,
TPH.
Laven didn't.
I didn't get there. I'm
I
not
saw
scholar.
him. I saw him running.
Oh, also
I saw that dart from side to side, you know, the indecision in the eyes.
Yeah.
That was it.
Do I go? Do I not go?
When that shit happens, just stop and see what the other person does. That's what I usually do. Works every time.
Play the blame game.
No, you'll see where they go and then you just adjust.
That sounds logic.
That's why I don't do it.
Exactly.
I was standing still. You were the one who was like, "Oh, what do they do? Where they go there?" No.
It's fine. That's my job as a white mage. Is basically to sow indecision and chaos.
That's fair enough. If you were a scholar, that wouldn't have happened, though.
No, I
That's
would
true.
have had a plan in my book. It'd all been prepared.
And you
Cold
know what's
Springs.
written in the book? Go fast.
That's it.
Go Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Literally what I'm going to do. I'm going to create an alt on this server.
Go
I
fast.
need to get an item created in my honor in the game. It's gonna be a scholar book with my guide in it.
Yes. It's going to be 1 page long. It's literally just the 2 heads of the book and 1 page inside.
One page is gonna say beat,
Oh, yeah.
and the other one is gonna say good.
Yep.
Simple as. How the fuck am I frostbitten? Look at it. Look at the arena. There's fire everywhere.
We'll get chillblains next.
This is not how physics work, man.
Have a cure 1.
That's
In
it.
your-
I'm done. I'm committing never live.
No, you can't. I'm cure
Will it,
1
knock,
of you
will
over and
it
over.
knock us back backwards or forward?
Backwards.
You get. Yeah, you don't go into the middle if you're behind him.
Forward. Let's go. Save me! Someone grip me! I'm dying here.
Oh no!
Oh, rip.
Oh!
So sad. I get to rescue.
I cry.
Please
Ever-
decline it.
I couldn't get a.
He declined it.
You did.
You must be at least this scholar to resurrect me.
It's okay, our DPS isn't suffering too much.
Have fun with the Knights of the Round mechanic. Oh, never mind. Ah, shit!
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get the crappy
There we
loot.
go.
That's what happens. I'm getting
See?
pain in
Last
the head.
sacrifice works every time.
Please do that when they talk.
Aztecs, Mayans, they did that shit and it worked, and same here. I think that's it, right? Nidhogg time, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see how horrible this is.
I think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be
fine.
really easy.
I could turn on the music, but I'm listening to some bangers right now anyway.
So does this one have more like long transition cutscenes than Thornton does?
Not really.
It's long. It's got one where he kind of transforms from a dragon
Yeah.
into dragoon.
Where he
And
just
he does-
disappears up in the sky?
He does that one dragoon.
And then
move.
he jumps off of the platform, right?
Yes, he does. Immediately
Yeah.
commit.
I don't think
and-
it's as lengthy as Sworden, but there is some transitions.
Yeah.
He transforms into a dragoon and then just fucking kills himself.
Yeah, and then
Well,
he,
that's
Yeah.
relatable.
then he gets into a fire dragon. Or wyvern.
Ooh, let's go, 100 poetics.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm here for.
I forgot you're not supposed to stand in front of him.
What do you mean? I always stand in front of the dragon, even on WoW.
I mean, I almost
Yo,
got killed by it.
fucked me up so much in this game that you can stand behind dragons and not be afraid of tail swipes.
Yes, it is a bit weird.
Yeah, that's a dog thing here.
Okay, thanks for the run, fellas. I'm just... Shit! Come on, really?
Nope, no falling off.
Unplayable. Wait, what about this one?
No.
What the hell?
Get Yoshi be on the phone immediately. He
Yoshi,
tried to
explain
unlock-
this shit. What is this? Imagine using tank stance in 2021.
Oh shit, I should probably move. I've got a purple thing on me. I wonder what that does.
Gives you autism.
Oh no.
No, wait,
Oh
that's
no,
Maxine.
another transition.
Whee!
Yeah, fire dragon.
Oh, here
I
it comes.
think we skipped the dragon phase.
Oh, he doesn't do the line. You have to look to the sides.
This is the last phase.
Yes. We appear to have somewhat.
Fuck that.
Morn, let's go.
I'm gonna kill it before it goes off, all of them. I'm dead.
Okay,
Maybe your
that's a lot
fault.
better than Thorin.
That is a joke. What the heck?
Hey, cutscene. Yeah, I'll just skip this. I'm pretty sure we could have seen Nidhogg die.
Ooh, my Chinese arm. It actually looks alright. I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, instead of launching like a whole war, they should have just leveled up a bit more and killed him.
And there goes
Save
my
you,
RNG.
what the Good luck with that mount, mate. 99 on the machinist arm. Come on, man.
Let's see. Let's
The
see if
game
we
was
can
rigged against me from the start.
Let's see if we can get good. No.
Gonna blow up in your face because it's called a
Did you just desynth that motherfucker?
Yeah, but I got like
Oh my
god! shitty iron ingot.
Now
Shitty
this is
iron ingot.
toxicity.
I want that to be a real thing on the moon. It's like you found a shitty iron ingot.
This is just alien poop.
I mean,
That's
it basically says that shitty iron ingot.
It's been blessed by a primal, you know.
So
mean-
Titan did this.
I mean, Nidhogg isn't a primal, so what the fuck?
Okay, getting interrupted by that is kind of rude.
Yeah, I
Nidhogg
know.
is angry boy.
He is angry boy. He is the primal of Angie. No talk him, he Angie.
Before he became known as Nidhogg, he was known as Kyle. He was really into
Kyle.
drinking Monster Energy and punching drywall.
You can tell. He does look a bit edgy up there. Oh, the protection.
It's very
I'll
valuable.
get
here.
my fucking wings as well. Oh, double protection.
Holy shit!
Oh, we're so angelic.
Man, my shield being asymmetric
I still
kinda
took some damage
hurt me.
actually. You missed the spawn there.
Oh. Well, uninstalling the game.
The only logical conclusion, really.
Oh, we did get the Dragoon feat, we just didn't see any worth noting mechanics of
Yeah,
them.
basically.
Now it's gonna get changed.
Oh, I didn't have text, so now I got the
You haven't had it for like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
since we-
past
since we
10
went in here.
fights.
When
Oh,
I
yeah,
made that
'cause I
joke
swapped
about
jobs.
imagine having tank stands.
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
that's
I
what
got
was
that now.
talking about.
I thought you were joking about that because I had it on and it wasn't necessary.
No, that's what Seb would do. Exact opposite of what you. Achmorn!
No, get away from me! Get away!
Embrace the Achmorn! Oh shit!
Ah! What the fuck? Healer? Hello?
Next time we will rescue you. Did the Black Sacrifice work? No, it did not.
Easy orchestra rolls. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
How come we don't get any of the ones you can actually use?
Ah, shit, it's the faded copy.
Yeah.
Because they need to justify having that crap on, was it Carpenter? Or Alchemist, where they can actually make that stuff.
Both. I think
Carpenter,
and-
yeah, Carpenter makes the parchment and Alchemist make
Man,
the...
they should abandon that.
I think you mean Alchemist. And
So when is
Alchemist.
Alchemist gonna unlock Achmorn?
Alchemist.
That's a new crafting skill in Endwalker.
Scholar.
Let's go, I'm done with that.
Monk. No, it doesn't work.
You
It's kind of
pronounce
funky how Nidhogg just disappears.
ninja in
at range
Endwalker.
Boom. I was tanked for a bit there. It was brilliant.
Boom! How does it feel to get healed?
What, war heal?
Look at me, I'm the healer now.
Fucking Vercure. Oh my.
Oh shit, I'll bust out
It
the
actually
clemency.
heals for a decent amount, I'll have you know.
Clemency and Vercure. I don't need to do anything at all. It's brilliant. I'll just squat for the rest of the fight.
Imagine if you were a scholar, you wouldn't even have to stop for healing.
No, just running constantly. That's what it is. It's the new meta. Basically, the fairy stays back and heals the rest of the party. The scholar runs to the end of the dungeon, and the boss just gives up because they feel sorry for him. Dungeon over.
The boss just gives you the loot because he's like a scholar. Wow, their life is rough enough as it is.
That's it. They
Here, just have
really-
the items.
It's gonna be about here. Safety. Ach, Morn.
Not running out with it is kind of weak sauce, to be honest.
That's the guy who got 2 shot by it.
Huh? I'll have you know, it killed me in 3 shots. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Some knuckles.
My bad.
It's alright, mate. Basic math is hard.
Yeah, it's not my
Counting
strong
till
suit.
3 is rough.
Look into my eyes, and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2. 2 and 1 make 3.
Okay, Big Shack, thank you.
It was destiny.
Sure it was. Actually, Big Shack now has a copyright on counting to 4. Just the way it is.
Well. Presence of mind.
You know what really grinds my gears? All of the gap closers having potency tied to them.
Yeah, they should have removed
Stop
that
with that crap.
Planeswalker.
They're changing that, yeah. I mean, for
Well,
They
it's
didn't
only
change it,
warrior,
they
not
gave the
disengage.
warrior what was it? The warrior gap closer 0 rage cost,
Yeah.
but it does
Then-
the potency now as well, I think.
well, they made the red mage yeet in and yeet out have the same potency, I think.
Well, the issue is that the yeet out does more damage than the stationary one. So you like actually have to backflip if you want to deal the most damage.
Yeah.
And that, I think, I'm not sure if they've changed that. I just know that the yeet in and the yeet out have been changed to be the same. So maybe it just, I don't know if that's a raise or a lower. They didn't specify, I don't think.
What gets me the most is that like warrior has the 0 cost one now, and they also get 3 charges for some reason. So it means you will have to pop that shit during the encounter to get the damage.
Where the fuck?
It's gonna hit you.
I am not going to do well when it's going to be the booba lady and you have to see which is blue and red.
We might out DPS her by that point.
That's hopeful.
Hopefully.
Because in the original or the normal encounter, I'm pretty sure it's just a case of you count the tethers, whichever one has the more is
Yeah.
where it's going to land. But now it's got colours and something about, oh, if it's an odd number and an even number, and it's like, I don't have time to be paying attention to that sort of thing.
Odd side, even side? Many whelps?
Yes. Whatever you do not run to the center.
It's like that monkey meme. Wear mount.
All I can
Oh
think.
wait, I know. I forgot. I completely forgot. My bad.
Oh gosh, go.
Did you find out where the mount is?
No, it's important. There we go. Yeah.
Oh my god.
When you said the monkey meme, all I can imagine is the flying lawnmower and the ape saying, "There is no reason to be upset."
That's a new one.
It's just this gif of a lawnmower taking off, and this slightly transparent smiling ape saying, "There is no need to be upset."
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it gets me every time.
Do you cry ever, Tim?
I cry. I like it if you cry every time. I'd say it's wings time.
Yeah, I gotta get some
Have a
class
dome.
fantasy in here.
Have a shield. Have a thin air. Have just everything. Have some indulgence. All the fucking buffs. Why not? I'm gonna try and sleep him. Hold on. Repose. Here we go. Well, imagine it worked though.
Sleep the raid boss.
Like everyone, just heal up. It's fine. I'll put him to sleep for a bit. I mean, the fact that repose is now literally just a joke that happened in the fucking roll quest is. Why don't they just remove it? Nobody uses it. They're getting rid of fluid aura, but they're not getting rid of repose.
You should get rid of Cure 1.
Yes, honestly, I'm hysterical.
Oh fuck.
Brilliant. Wee. Oh. Q1 is just literally a noob trap now because there's no point, none.
I'm glad they're changing Astro, to be honest, because I was running a dungeon with an Astrologian healer who was trying to convince me that the barrier stance is better for dungeons because the regions don't stack.
Okay.
Which
I
region?
mean,
That was my reaction as well. I was like, you should probably be running in the region spec because we wiped, right? He's like, well, no, thanks, but I'm good. And he's doing that snarky thing of, yeah, that's because actually the regens don't stack. And me and the dancer are like, but they do though.
I'm curious what region he was talking about. Like
the different regions from the abilities in the diurnal sect.
Oh, okay. So the single target one and AoE one.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they they stack.
Exactly.
But-
it takes
but
2
they
seconds to stack as well.
But I also you generally run as a shield.
They
after,
stack with
but-
the white mage ones as well. So
Yes.
none of his argument made sense.
I usually play with the shield knocked, but that's also suits more of my playstyle as a healer.
yeah, just whichever you may feel more comfortable with. As long as you're good healer, then you can do either.
As long as you deal damage for 90% of your rotation,
That's it.
you're good.
Yeah, that's why shield is good.
Well, I would say that's why regen is better because you get full uptime on it. And full effectiveness, you rarely overheal.
Yeah, but if you have shield, you don't have to heal.
It depends on the pulse. Because it was pretty cool. We went into the Holzminster switch, right? The one
No,
that
it's-
really ramps up the difficulty and tank
Yeah.
pulled everything in the beginning.
Ooh.
It's like the 3 or 4 packs and fucking
That's
hell, that was
like
a
it.
lot of damage.
That's like, do you want to give your healer a heart attack?
I got a heart attack when it was just normal. Me and Abby went in the first dungeon, literally the first fucking dungeon in Shadowbringers after coming out of Stormblood easy mode, and all of a sudden I'm like, it was,
Where did you turn into a red mage there? What?
that was just me
Tell
just
me
making
more.
generic Scottish noises.
That's like that level 55 dungeon, I think, or 53 in Stormblood. I mean, there's also hits like a truck first time.
Yeah, you just
Adram's
don't expect
Metal.
it.
Yeah, that one.
I remember that shit because I had to run them on like all
Oh,
of my
shit.
characters.
I got the
Yep.
thing this time.
Say the name of the abilities.
Come on.
Ah, you can do better than that.
While it gives healers a heart attack, it definitely also gives tanks a heart attack when you like do an early dungeon in roulette with someone who's
Yo, that's
playing
the
a
worst
healer.
feeling when you pop the cooldowns and everything and you're still getting chunked and you're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong here?
Yeah. Recently, I did a expert roulette for Heroes Gauntlet, and the healer was like, "Oh, I haven't played in a year." And I thought, okay, well, that's fine. You made it this far.
Pulling
But,
wall to
ooh.
wall. Let's go, baby.
I mean,
Trial by
I
fire.
pull. It was tough just pulling 2 packs with that guy, and I even popped like every mitigation, even my hollow ground, and I didn't get healed for like the entire duration. And then when it was over, I just died.
I don't know. The expert dungeons are pretty simple now, aren't they?
They are,
all of the
but that guy
DPSers are
just
for
didn't
the
know how to
gnomes.
play at all. Like
Yeah,
he
then
just
maybe-
couldn't play.
Maybe he wasn't geared properly as well.
I think that's
we-
the game issue, to be honest, because it doesn't teach you jack shit, and you can reach endgame like that.
He wasn't casting anything. Like I wrote in chat like to be kind, just focus on healing. You don't need to do DPS. And he was like, but I already am.
Do
But
what
I
that,
wasn't getting any heals.
But I am.
do what that mentor said to me. I don't want to sound toxic, or I don't want to call you bad, but you should go and look at some guides.
He doesn't know about your one true guide.
Oh, fucking arsehole, honestly.
Oh,
And,
I
oh,
thought you
and,
meant
and
that.
then ignore the person when you ask them for actual advice.
Yeah, I
I know.
thought you meant that person who's like, I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, that was the person. At the end of the dungeon, they say, go look up a guide because you're shit, but I don't want to call you shit. Right? And then they leave.
They slash busy so they can't get.
Yeah, and then when I ask, like, where did I fail? They're like, oh, I don't want to pinpoint anything because that makes it sound like I'm calling you bad.
I just want to be passive aggressive, not actually aggressive.
What pissed me off the most was
Oh,
that was like
yeah.
one of my best runs as a ninja. My uptime on Trick was insanely good. I did great rotation on the AoE.
X.
I played so well.
Run away, Rain.
I learned my lesson. Be good. I've read my
Man,
guide.
That dungeon.
I don't want to
run
give that
was
mentor satisfaction.
It was extra painful because the
Hey!
other DPS also ended up dying every time.
I'll be really upset if someone wins over me.
Shit, 67. That was close.
There you go.
I was 2 away from greatness on that one.
Alright, I think that's it.
Well, there it is.
Was that the first one, or was this
That's
the
the
second
first
one.
Okay. So, what,
Got a
4
bit of
more.
way to go.
Nobody has
quick
this one?
question. What should we do next week? Should we do doggos or birds? If everyone is still interested in doing it on Saturday.
I don't know.
While we are all present, let us discuss.
I don't have any plans for Saturday currently, at least.
I mean, I feel like if we can get burbs done and out of the way, they're easier at least, and we can get more done.
Plus,
They-
the reward
yeah.
is actually way cooler than the fucking dog, to be honest.
They are faster at least.
Yeah, we can get more for more bang for our buck for that,
Because
and
I'm
then we
not
can move on.
looking. I'm not looking forward to doing Tsukuyomi. I hate that fight, even unsynced.
I just hate her as a character.
Well, that too.
Wouldn't that make you want to kill her faster?
No, I'm good. I would rather choose the path of apathy regarding her.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the grand finals are down to a single game. It's a 1-1 tie right now. Holy shit, this is great.
Who can get
That's also
21?
always the best you can hope for. It's like a
It's blackjack, right?
It's no snap.
It's actually goldfish.
Uno.
Uno reverse. I know how to play that shit.
It's flubber. The fuck are we going over here?
I'm just jumping off the. Ah, fuck.
Every
damn it.
instinct in your body wants
Stop
to
at
jump off
every
the edge.
turn.
Blood lily. Ach,
Ach man. Oh, he yeeted off.
yep.
Grimoire.
Whoop, there it isn't. Oh, look at that! Hack shows up. Where was he while we were working our arses off here?
I know, right?
Getting the bird mounts.
I mean, he didn't sign up.
He specifically rejected.
A likely excuse, a likely story.
Like as soon as it was created, he declined.
Probably has it already.
I love that meme you post, Ryan. Scholar on a wheelchair. On Discord.
Oh, that is great. They're gonna go fast on that wheelchair, though. Let me tell you. It's gonna be some Fast and the Furious Nitros infusion, you know? Or how they have those videos of attaching a fire extinguisher to a wheelchair.
I'm gonna do
Or was
what's
it
called
the
a
leaf
pro
blower?
gamer move, and then just yeets off.
Yeah. I feel bad for them. The entire community has united in clowning on Scholar right now.
I mean, who can blame them? It's just...
I mean, the Twitch stream for the live letter was also just full of people typing F and rip.
I wonder how many angry salty threads there's on Reddit right now.
Oh, at least
Our
It's
Scholar
also
mains
just
are on
clowning.
suicide watch right now.
Yeah,
9,000.
I don't think
What I
they
really
have
want
the
to
energy
see
to be
is the
angry.
state of shitpost Reddit. We're bound to have some good material there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And if you check on the forums, it's just gonna be justification to the change. Or people defend it.
Yoshi P can do
What
no
change?
wrong. I pray to his shrine at my house 3 times every day. And I love all of the new changes. I think I'm gonna die here. Oh shit!
I didn't make it in time.
That was a bit late on that rescue, I think, but thanks.
It's okay, it's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
Achmorn! Have a
How
medical.
did I not die there? I went down to like 5% HP.
Yeah, I have 3,000 something left.
Another
Drops
grimoire.
Horde Totem? What the fuck? I play Alliance. Come on, man. Get this out of here. Horde favoritism even in this game. Shake my head. Actually, I'm wondering how long it will take for Blizzard to unite the factions. Because they're like in straight up panic mode right now, and they're releasing everything that the players have asked
Yeah,
for years.
I could see that happening.
So I wonder if they will unite the factions or something now. Or make like the low population server transfers free or something at least.
Do people want the faction change?
I think they've been talking about being able to play together
Oh, okay.
for a
is the
while
point?
because the faction balance is fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
Alliance is
no
like
one wants to be
20,
aligned.
30%?
I mean, they can't really remove factions.
Yeah, but they can make them play together,
Yeah.
But then it's just World of
which is what people have been asking for since like Wrath, I think. Because
I mean,
to
in
be
the
honest, like,
story
I would
they already
rather
are.
play Alliance, but there's nobody on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Alliance
Like-
is much better thematically than Horde. Everyone was just Horde because lol, edgy, cool, and it was just like, no.
Yeah,
It
well,
really
sucks
a
when
lot
they-
of people were on Horde to begin with, and then the big guild started playing on it because of the racials, because Troll racial was fucking strong as fuck for like 3 expansions. So everyone migrated, and now if you're playing Alliance, there's no people in the pool of raiders.
No, we basically have to find a very niche server that has a high alliance population.
Well, on EU, it's like either Sylvanas or Frostmourne, I think.
Yeah, it sucks because like when I was gonna play, all my friends were on Horde, and I really wanted to just play on Alliance, but you just can't.
Yep, I feel you, man. Also, it would be better if Horde actually had different fucking buildings, but it's just a shitty shack and spikes.
All they have. Or
But they
like,
have the undead, blood elves, Thorin. There's so many different options. I remember
Yeah.
people being excited about garrison customization.
literally,
I would have
mean,
actually decked mine out in the undead building style, and that would have been sick.
Garrison, that was a good time.
I mean, there's nothing that the Horde have that's really super original. I mean, you think about it, the Undeads, they have old human architecture that's ruined and shit, they just never rebuild it. And then you've got the Blood
Have
Elves.
you been in like the Howling Fjord or Borean Tundra?
Oh
There's
yeah.
quite a bit of cool buildings there. Yo, scale could actually sell pretty good.
I don't think so.
Well, we're about to find out. 2 seconds.
I mean, literally every original
It's whooping
Horde
8,000.
race.
Ah,
has
shit! That
nothing
explains
but
why the
shit
weapons are selling for 100k now.
Yeah.
What were even the fucking original Horde races? You had trolls, shipbuildings, orcs, shipbuildings, undead, all human buildings.
Undead have like that skull theme as well.
Yeah, buildings but with a skull on it. Cool.
Yeah, but
No,
at,
like
at least there's some.
darker, more foreboding theme. It's
I mean, the
different
undead
from
had
the
better
regular
buildings
shit.
than the
But-
Forsaken did. The Forsaken were all just like old shitty buildings.
Don't you remember
that-
like Brill and Silverpine shit?
But
They
the
have some
Forsaken
good
at
stuff.
least had some cool lore behind it. All our stuff was like super boring.
They have Blood Elves. That's pretty
Blood
cool.
Elves are literally just the remnants of High Elves. So that's just leftover High Elf architecture.
Yeah.
So it's
Which is
inherited,
still better than fucking shitty shacks, though.
but it's still derivative of the Alliance. I mean, there's no originality there that's any good, or very little when you compare it to the Alliance.
Well, if you look at it this way, High Elves actually were developed from, descended from the Trolls. So all architecture is actually Troll architecture.
That's it. That is the ultimate thing. Everything.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Everything is
Reject
trolls.
elf, return to troll.
What else
Everything
does,
is based on trolls.
Well, look at the new shit the Horde has, right? They have the Volpira. That could be interesting.
The
I haven't
furries.
kept up with all these.
I'm not
new
defending the furries, but like
races.
their architecture could be interesting.
I don't have
like
like
tents
they're just pulling new races out of their arse now.
They
I
have
mean,
the Nightfall. Well, because cosmetics sell at the end of the day.
and Stormants.
Stormons don't have to sell. It's the 6-month subscription that has to get in there.
yep. I mean, honestly, the fact that they raised their sub price, at, on an aged fucking MMO, I just don't understand that.
The fact that they disabled the option of buying separate months for it now, or
They
rather,
have?
buying it separately without setting up a subscription, that is fucked, I think.
So you can only buy 30 days and 6 months now.
You need to set up a subscription, or it's like either 90 days or 6 months, I think.
Ah. That's
They
weird.
removed like the 1 month, one-time purchase subscription.
Oh,
Now
really?
you have to set up a plan for it. Yeah.
That's odd.
That's not very POG, as Twitch chat would say.
Or consumer friendly.
Are they cash money?
Yeah, that as well. Well, I mean, the consumer is speaking right now. That's why they're doing all of these changes. Because they finally realize that, oh yeah, maybe the back burner plan for the game isn't working out all that good.
I think we can thank California for that, though. Not players.
Well, yes and no. Because California is responsible for the shit like turning women into fruit paintings.
Yeah, that
You heard that in the news. That's why they're doing that. That's why they're removing that's why they're removing Macri and Afasabi NPCs.
Yeah,
But,
let's desexualize everything. So make.
No, but look at shit like them bringing back the Mage Tower. How is that due to the lawsuit? It isn't. They're
I mean,
actually
it's getting
trying
good
to make the game
PR.
better.
Like in the
that's
overall
just
view of
because we
things.
want everyone who unsubbed to get back to the game.
And
They
this
are
is where
super
the
desperate.
consumer speaking bit comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can sort of sum up everything as being a contributing factor. Like everything just sort of happened
It's the
at
perfect
once for
storm
them.
because Asmund kind of dipped out just before that happened, and when it happened, people already saw that Final Fantasy was good, and they got like reinforcement in the belief that Blizzard was bad,
Yeah.
and now they're really fucked.
Yeah. Super desperate and just do everything that people have been asking for.
All Squeenix has to do is just sit back and not be dicks.
Not stuck up.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
don't be
Just don't
dicks.
fuck up and stick to the plan, and they win.
Yeah, I mean, SE generally don't fuck up with the game. I mean, there might be
They
some
did that
things
once though.
with Scholar.
They kind of fucked up when Lao.
No, I mean with oh. 1.0.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, but 1.0 was just bad management.
That was before Yoshi P.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Rode in
don't
on a
think
horse and said, "I will sort this out, bitches."
Problem with 1.0 basically is they use the same producer as from 11, and he basically wanted to make an 11.2.
Yeah, and you could tell.
Yeah, it looked like it.
It was exactly the same. Even the font. The font
Yeah.
was the thing that got me. It was like, why? This is literally just 11.
Oh damn!
I mean, that's why all our races is basically the same.
Yeah.
The only race that's actually somewhat different is the Rogadin, because they don't have their tail anymore.
Rogues are just bloated fucking Highlanders, though.
Like
Yeah,
in 11 where they're called Galkas, they have like a tail, but they're still those big, buffy characters, males.
Yeah, and they were
Are their names
male
the
only,
same?
weren't they?
No, the races is not the same.
No, are their names the same? Like the naming strategy, where they mash their face on the keyboard and write whatever comes out.
No, I think that's just part of the Limsa lore.
Yeah, I mean, there was separate lore about the naming as well for 11. I can't remember what it was, but I remember the Mithra, the cat girls were only girls, and the Galka were only guys.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they changed that, but
There was a male Mithra in the Wings of the Goddess cutscenes in like the storyline, but no player.
yeah, I mean, they have to exist, but just being
Yeah.
shown to you.
They were very few in numbers, I think was the lore. And
there we have that with
the Taru was just stupid. With
Yeah.
their like childish talk. Everything has to rhyme with Taru, basically.
And they looked always like they'd have shit on their nose. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They never take them seriously.
And yet they were one of the most badass race in the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone else was just kind of very milk toast. You got the humans were just, yeah, we're humans. You got the cat girls who were like, we're fan service. Big boys, Galka, they were just like, yeah, we're the generic big people.
Yeah, and also all the arrogance.
Yeah, it's like, hi, we're the giraffes. We're hoity-toity.
And we got a stick up our ass.
Oh yeah, that's how they got so long. They evolved to hold it all in. Ah! But no, I would be hoping that at some stage in the future, hopefully, they'll do a combined sub for 14 and 11.
Is 11 sub-based?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Even now?
Same
Yep.
price almost as it
Holy
is.
shit.
As I think it's literally the same price as 14.
It's yeah, I think it's actually the same. I guess base is like 11.99, but you still, and then you have to pay £1 extra to
Is it
have your
worth
character.
it even?
I play it at the moment. I play both
Well,
games.
same question. Is it worth it?
Yes, I think so.
How would you compare the games?
I mean, I can't really compare them. It's two
No,
different
I mean-
type of games.
It is, because Final Fantasy 14 and WoW are very much your sandbox theme park MMOs, whereas 11 is a different style of MMO. It's an older style.
Yeah,
It's more into
it's
like your-
menu-based and more text-based. You don't really have hotbars and all that modern stuff.
procedure based. It's actually really controller friendly as well. I find it a lot easier to play when I switch to controller as opposed
Yeah.
to keyboard
mean-
and mouse.
It was also designed for PS2,
Yes.
so that's no wonder.
Oh wow, that's from a while back.
Yeah, it's turning 20 years next year, so it's quite old.
I can't remember. Do they still have
And that's the
PS4 in
11th
Japan?
installment in the series. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, things kind of slowed down in the late 2000s.
Well, I mean, it's probably for the better.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Playing
the
Final
new
Fantasy 30 by now, you know?
the new FS takes also a very long time to make nowadays.
Used to be cracking out one or
It's
two.
hard to sell games
every
when there's like this
years.
many numbers to them, you know?
yeah, but
Because
like
players feel
seeing
like,
the
oh shit, I
timeline.
need to go through all of that to see what's going on.
I mean, seeing after like 12 came out, every new installment has taken like forever. Most infamously, obviously, 15.
And
Yeah.
that wasn't very successful when it came out, was it?
No, they
It was-
cancelled a whole series of DLC, but having actually played it and ignoring all of the bad things, the only bad thing that I would say about that game is the side quest is just that there's too many of them. They tried to-
Commercially, it was very successful, but
I'm talking about
I-
like the reviews and the quality of the game in the eyes of
Honestly,
players.
commercially, the reviews has been very good, but I would
Yeah.
say it's decent.
I would say it's having played it properly and experienced the full story and everything that's in there, it would be probably in my top 5 Final Fantasies now, which is
Really?
not a huge amount of Final Fantasies,
Damn.
but when you consider that there's really quite a lot of them, if you can get yourself immersed in the story completely and just really get into it,
If you
it's
can,
more about
if you get
Yeah, I mean-
into it right now, then it's a good game. But
Yeah.
at the launch, it was kind of
Well, I think I would
because
put it in my top 15 Final Fantasy games of all time.
I mean, every other Final Fantasy game that I've played, it's all about the destination, but Final Fantasy 15 is really about the journey, and you have to really focus on that, because the destination, you know basically right from the start, is not going to be a happy one. There's no happy ending for it. So
yeah,
it's just
15
about...
has
Please no spoilers.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You know pretty much from going... I mean, the opening fucking cutscene, basically the first thing you go in the game, it's you go in and you see shit is really gone south. There's no happy ending. The prequel movie to the fucking game, things go south. You know things aren't going well. Sean
Has-
Bean dies.
Wow, I should have been sitting down for that one. What?
He always dies though.
No
Yeah.
way.
I really hope it's that old meme that's online. It's like, you know, a huge nuclear war devastates the Earth, and then the only survivor crawls out from underneath the rubble. It's Sean Bean just laughing.
I want them to do a fake out. They will cast him in a game or a TV series, and he will actually live.
Yep.
Everyone will be aware of the meme, and they'll be like just waiting for him to keel over.
Die. Yeah.
At the end, he just looks at you, breaks the fourth wall. It's like no one's more surprised than I am.
But going back to 11, I think I
What was
only...
it like the character's day off movie, like the post-credit scene where he's like, "What are you still doing here? The movie's over."
That
I
is
think-
Peter's day off.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think the only
That's
reason
gonna be
I
Sean Bean.
enjoy 11 so much is just because I played it for like 12 years before. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
probably
it's
something
probably,
lost
it's
to the
probably
game.
not a fun game for a new player unless you're really invested into the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I played it a little while, you know, not when it was at its peak or anything like that, and even I have a little bit of nostalgia for it. And I think one of the strongest things is that it hasn't changed that much
Whistle.
over time.
I mean,
Fuck,
it's also.
strong 14.
I mean, it's also kind of a more group-focused game than 14 is. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Not anymore, but it that's what it was designed around.
that's why I kind of feel like for a new player who doesn't like have previous experience with it, you're not really gonna get the same nowadays.
Oh no, definitely not. You have to you have to experience the pain of trying to get a party for hours and then the healer leave after like 2 pulls.
Ooh.
Training to Zone and Valkyr Dunes.
Or play a less desirable job like Dark Knight or Dragoon.
Oh god.
Or Beastmaster and no one want to play with you. Because your beast, your pet would steal the party experience.
Or piss off GM Dave, get teleported to Jormungand and de-level a few hundred times.
That would never work these days.
No, GM Dave would not be allowed in current year.
No. Like that behavior, he would get fired immediately.
Yeah. But no, I say 15 if you haven't played it, there's literally no better time to grab the Royal Edition on. I mean, if you own a PS5, if you're lucky enough to own a PS5, the Royal Edition is free as part of the PlayStation Plus collection, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a whole fucking, like, 20 games for free. They're really good value. Or you can get it on
What
Steam.
else is on that list?
Bloodborne?
Bloodborne.
You can get that with like PS Now subscription now as well.
Oh yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of the games overlap, definitely. If you've got PlayStation Now, I would say there's less value proposition in it, especially if you're happy with your Now sub. But equally, if you've got PlayStation Plus and you have had since it launched, like I have, and you've never dropped the sub, PlayStation Now really isn't a great value proposition.
No.
Because every game comes out on PlayStation Plus eventually, just wait long enough.
Plus, especially if it's a newer title on Now, it's just gonna be swapped out after a while, so
Yep.
after then you can't even play it anymore.
Yeah. And as
So
long as you sub-
I mean, to be fair, how many times are you gonna replay a singular game?
Bloodborne.
If you really enjoyed it, you will buy it eventually,
I play
right?
Bloodborne like 3 times a year, so
yeah.
Yeah, but you will buy that one. But if it's like another title that's kind of good, but not at that level,
Yeah.
you'll
I know
play
what
it
you
on
mean.
PS Now, and then you'll be like, "Yep, that's that."
I have a friend who really enjoyed the Adventures game. I don't understand why, but
Oof.
that was on Now, but that was swapped out, and she got really salty about that. So she had to.
She should
she
be
had to
salty
buy it.
about the fact that she likes that shit.
That's what I said. Like, how do you even enjoy it?
It sounds like the priorities are kind of backwards on that one.
It's like playing that EA game that's kind of the same, live action.
Which one?
The flop that one that flopped.
Which one?
Anthem.
Yeah.
Do you realize
Anthem.
how little that narrows it down?
Anthem. Yeah,
Anthem.
that
Yeah.
one.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't remind me of BioWare, please.
It's okay. We're getting.
Breaks my fucking heart. Like the Mass Effect,
Maybe
Mass Effect.
we can make a good Dragon Age.
Uh,
I have my doubts though.
I mean,
But
after
maybe-
Inquisition, I'm like very hesitant to believe in that.
I think
I
they
want to see
even
how they
like
do
have to
with
change.
Knights of the Old Republic. If they can do Knights of the Old Republic and BioWare involved, and they
It's
do
like
well,
Blizzard with Classic. It's not a winning play. It's just cashing in on the nostalgia.
Wasn't it the Old Republic they are making a remake of now?
yes,
they're-
they're making the whole thing from scratch, but they're keeping the essence and the feel of it. So I don't know if that means. You know,
It's gonna be a
silent
reskin
protagonist.
essentially, but like a more technical one, I guess.
No, it's going to be a full. They said in an interview, it's not just a reskin. It's going to be a proper remake
They
from
make
the
it from
ground up.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like Final Fantasy VII remake?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it's closer to that, I would say, than it is.
It's still a
uh,
remake of the same game, though. Nothing is gonna like change or be added to the story, right?
I
Well,
they might
seven,
flesh
I
it
mean,
out.
they did that in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, it's nothing like the original.
Is it now? I haven't played, so I'm talking.
They
out my
made a
ass.
40-hour game out of a 5-hour section of the game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because Nomura's involved, and I love Nomura, so I'd have no complaints. But since Nomura's involved, I'm going to die. There's lots of kind of like time
Get
travel-y,
cured.
It's not a remake.
alternate
it's a-
timelines. It is a
That
remake.
was-
That's the
that
whole side of
was-
things.
That part was so
Well, yeah,
confusing
yeah,
with
true.
the end.
But not
the
in the
end-
way we usually think of remakes.
Listen,
the
I
ending
played
of
Kingdom
7.
Hearts. This was perfectly acceptable for me. It made plenty of
same.
sense.
Same. I mean, I like this direction a lot more than a straight-up remake.
Yes.
The ending on 7 remake was so confusing.
Well, basically, if you want to have it, going through on it, if you can imagine what was happening there, it was, as far as we can determine, it is the timeline that was the original Final Fantasy VII trying to preserve itself, because they know that it is the timeline, as far as they can see, in which good prevails and evil doesn't. It's kind of like when Doctor Strange said, I've seen 14 million futures and we only have one where we succeed. It's that kind of fighting
Yeah, geez,
back.
we're doing Final Fantasy multiverse.
It's basically kind of like that. It's alternate timeline. So now, because the timeline's been changed, the whispers have been stopped. There's that timeline has been broken, and the future that Sephiroth has escaped into is one that's completely unknown. So this is one where he can win. That's why he was constantly egging Cloud on, saying, "Come on, do this, follow us this way," because he knows that that's the only way that he has a future where he could possibly win.
Yeah, not convoluted at all.
Well, that's just why
I got like
Nomura's involved.
none of that. I'll be honest.
I mean, a lot of it also just hinges on where they're going with part 2, because we don't really know how much they're committing to this.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Well, hopefully they're going to commit completely.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
the really thing that got me as well is there's a theory going around that it's just everything. Kingdom Hearts theories have been going around for ages, like this. But this one, where the final cutscene you get with Sephiroth when he says, I think it was like 17 seconds or something along those lines.
Yeah, this countdown.
Yeah, it's not much. But if you get the original cutscene where Aerith dies, from the time that Sephiroth first appears on the screen to where Aerith gets stabbed, it's exactly 17 seconds.
Oh, that's neat.
And I'm like, oh god, that is exactly what Nomura would do. But yeah, that man is a crazy genius, and I think he's been much maligned for his convoluted storylines, but if you really get into it and you understand the depth that he goes to, it's really rewarding when it comes to something. The only thing that pisses me off is that the man doesn't know when to stop. But I'm hoping that because it's a Final Fantasy VII game and there has to be a beginning, middle and end, unlike Kingdom Hearts, which is basically just continuing forever.
Yeah.
He'll have to know when to stop for this one, which is good. He can't just keep posing questions forever.
I mean, technically they could keep 7 going on as well if they take all the media, like the movies and the prequels and sequels games.
Oh Jesus, there's that level of layer as well. Oh man.
Oh yeah, Dirge of Cerberus has already been involved in the Intergrade expansion. You've got Vice, you've got
really?
Deep Ground and everything. Yeah,
I didn't know
Genesis. That. Oh yeah, you play as Yuffie, you find out some dark shit about Deep Ground and what's his name? Not Vice. I mean, you do fight Vice, but it's the other guy, the really fucking emo one. He's basically all pain and death and doom. Vice's brother.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's there's lots of shit, and it's definitely bringing Dirge of Cerberus into it, which is exciting.
But kind of weird as well, since that takes place after.
Yeah, but Deep Ground was formed by Scarlet, and that was kind of canon, but only made canon afterwards. So it was
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't it also involve like some Advent Children stuff?
Yes, I mean, Advent Children, I got literal fucking goosebumps when the first time you saw Sephiroth, this theme from Advent Children played. I was like, oh shit, this is some good stuff here. And that's when I knew that Nomura was fucking around with the timeline, because that couldn't have happened. That music didn't exist at this point, so I knew he was doing something fucky.
I see it kind of like the rebuilds of Evangelion.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's a remake, but it goes a different route.
Yeah. But no, I have nothing but appreciation for what that man is doing for this game, and I like everything that he is going down. Theories abound, and I just hope that he fulfills as good as he's done in the Kingdom Hearts games, because that shit keeps me coming back every time.
The only thing that kind of turns me off about some of the Kingdom Hearts installments is the gameplay, unfortunately. Like some of the numbered games.
Yes.
Ooh, strong roll.
Yep, she ninja'd that one.
99
If you're concerned about the gameplay, I would say that the compilations that you get on PS4 and PS5 do a lot to get rid of that. For example,
I mean, some of them are movies, but like the remake of like the Chain of Memories,
yes.
Man, I hate that game so much for the gameplay.
Every time I play it, I hate it until I get into it and I realize the style of play that it requires, and then I end up loving it.
Man, I can't do that.
Oh no, I would say just keep persisting. Obviously, it differs from person to person. If you just don't like it, you don't gel with it. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
And you
last
can
time I tried, I ended up just watching the cutscenes as a movie.
yeah. Honestly, that's fine. I mean, basically,
The
it's just
story is still good.
Yeah.
The cutscenes are still good. I just couldn't do the gameplay.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I think that's pretty much par for the course. They couldn't have done that with Days either. Trying to translate that from the mess that was on the DS into an
Yeah.
actual game. No.
Also, honestly, I also hate the birth by sleep combat.
Oh, I love the Birth by Sleep story, but
The mechanics is so weird in that game.
it is.
Just hate playing it.
And honestly, Ebby can attest to how much time we spent on the unknown at the very end, trying to get that fucker to die. Honestly, I had the most easy time on Terra. Of all people, Terra, I had the easiest time.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh god. And it's like, hey, yeah, you're invincible constantly if you're Aqua with her rolls, or if you're Ventus with his kind of zoops. But, it was so much fucking
I actually
angst.
still haven't played the third game, and it's kind of funny because I have it on my shelf, and I even bought a PlayStation 4 for Kingdom Hearts 3 because like it was announced around the time the console
Yeah.
came out. But I just haven't gotten to it.
Well
I would
spent
highly
money.
recommend it. But play all, or at least, if not play, watch all the cutscenes for every single fucking game before it to fully appreciate everything that you're going into.
I mean, absolutely. That's what I was doing up to the release, but then the combat in Birth by Sleep just kind of killed my momentum.
Yeah. I mean,
But I would absolutely do that because like that's what I'm playing it for.
yeah. No, the storyline in 3, it does a lot to wrap things up, but of course it's Nomura, so more questions.
Never really over.
No, nothing's ever over. It's like, oh, they promise this is the end of the Xehanort saga. It's not the end of the Xehanort saga. I don't know how much have you kept up with the Union Cross stuff? Did you watch like the ending cutscene and all that stuff?
No, I haven't seen any new content basically.
Well, Union Cross, if you follow that, it kind of introduces a lot of
Actually, I'll be right back.
Xehanort stuff, and the origins of him and some of his kind of motivations. There's also the Dark Road side of things, which is tied in with Union Cross. It's meant to be a separate game, but it's all still Xehanort. So everyone's
Everything.
Yeah, everyone is.
everyone's the meme is kind of valid, to be
Yeah.
fair, but everyone's Xehanort, or Xehanort is everyone. Is probably the better way of saying it. But yeah, definitely play 3. Just
Actually,
doing-
one of the reasons why I'm waiting before playing it now is I want to play it on a PS5 instead, because it'll run better and look
oh
better.
my god, yes it does. The load times on 3 on PS4 are not nice. We'll give you that. We're talking like 30-40 seconds probably on some of them.
Reminds me of Bloodborne at release before repatch.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute.
Before they even had text to read, it was just Bloodborne flashing on the screen.
Yeah,
You're
just
like,
a logo.
well, guess I'll just wait then.
But yeah, that kind of killed my desire to play any of my PlayStation 4 games.
Yeah, if you've got a PS5 now, there's I mean, my poor PS4, as soon as the PS5 came, it was just turned off, put upstairs, and it's sat there.
Mine just sitting in the living room collecting dust.
Yeah, you
I
feel
only play
bad.
on my PS5 now.
Yeah. But
I wonder what the last thing I played on it was. Definitely something before the PlayStation 5 came out. I think it was 13 Sentinels or something.
But no, yeah, get a PS5 if you can.
I would
Yeah.
if I could.
Does it even exist?
I think it's a myth. Just
And that's
keep going. Eventually,
really
you will
shitty
get
Figment
lucky.
of our imagination.
Don't give in to the scalpers. You will
Yeah,
eventually
no.
get it by clicking it on Amazon refresh enough times. That's how Ebby and I got ours, and that's the way you will get yours, I imagine.
the unfortunate part is that like it's easier to get one if you live in, for example, the UK or Germany or something. in
Yeah.
Denmark we don't even have our own Amazon, so
No, it's pretty crap.
and all like the online trackers and shit, they don't
What's
track
it
any
going
of the
for,
domestic
by the
stores
way?
here. What?
How much is it? PS5.
The correct price, I think, was it 549 or 449? I can't remember now how much I paid for it.
In UK, I think it's. Let's see. I must do the math again. I think you guys pay 50 more than we do.
Yeah, it's something stupid, but the price literally didn't matter. It was just a case of I knew I would be buying it,
Yeah,
and
$4.99 is the retail price here for the disc version.
yeah, it's a full version, a disc version.
Do you have the disc or the other one?
I've got
one?
the disc.
I need a disc.
I need a disc as well because I wanted the Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray player.
Exactly. Just there's no reason not to get the disc version if you have the choice.
Yeah, the Blu-ray is a nice addition, but for me it's mostly that I like physical media, so
Yes, absolutely.
I prefer buying my games. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy stuff digitally, no problem, and I'll say PlayStation Plus. That's all digital, but you know there have been. PlayStation Network hasn't been exactly perfect history, so
Yeah, and
I
they
wouldn't be
almost closed
surprised.
down the store for.
Yeah, the
the
PS3
Vita.
and the PSP and Vita and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, I need that.
Yeah, there's still stuff I need to download from like the third-party stuff where you can just grab stuff from the PlayStation Network store
Yeah,
before it closes down, because like I need to preserve that shit.
but yeah. Get a PS5, get your Kingdom Hearts played, and you will definitely enjoy it. And then, if you've got PS5, you can. I don't know if those depends on when you get it, obviously, but they had Remake as part of the PlayStation Plus for I can't remember which month it was. It's probably gone by now.
Oh,
I mean, they
got it when
offer
I
a
had
free
PS Plus.
upgrade.
Yeah.
So, like I have the game, I have played through it, but I want to replay it, play through it on hard and on an actual PS5.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Was that the last one, or do we still need one more?
I think we need. Yeah, one more after this.
We'll check and see.
Come on, I gotta get that one.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
need
should.
to then.
I guess I should pass.
Oh, so close.
Oh no!
Oh, it's only rain. Then we can quit here.
I cry every time.
Yeah, I still don't like see the next part of the remake coming out like in the near future.
I'm
When is the
taking
next part
bets.
coming out?
I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be 16 or 7-2 that comes out first. Take your fucking bets, honestly.
Both.
Both will come
At
out
the same time.
simultaneous release. You get the demo for one and the other. Oh god.
But yeah, I mean they kind of had to cram out more content with all the like 3D assets they made from Edgar. Like
Yeah,
with the integrate stuff, like they couldn't just only have the first part with all the work they put into those assets.
No, but I mean, to be fair, what they're doing with padding out the storyline with Yuffie is good. I mean, all of the side characters they made are completely forgettable. You know, you're meant to give a shit about this other guy that she's with, and you just don't. He is a nobody. He's like, yes, I had a sister that died. It's like, I don't give a shit. I'm here for Yuffie. And we all know you're here for Yuffie. Nothing matters apart from that. And then you get into the deep ground stuff. You see Vice, you see all of that kind of stuff. You see Scarlet being Scarlet. It's just like, yeah, this is what I'm here for, the fleshing out of the story. And a lot of stuff makes more sense that way.
Yeah, I liked a lot of the like padding out of the story that they did for the main game. Some of it was kind of blurry, but overall it was good.
Yeah, I did like it.
The sassiness from Jesse.
Jessie is the thirstiest fucking woman in
Yeah.
all of Midgar.
Oh fuck.
Ah, I got hit by a thing. How could I?
One thing that I kind of worry about is that it's kind of gonna age poorly with the hidden loading stuff. Because, man, you get real tired of like walking around behind that playground.
Yep. It's
All
like
those like long sequences of walking under stuff, walking behind stuff, and when we're gonna get like better hardware, just the PS5, that shit isn't really necessary anymore. But you're kind of stuck in it.
they really like that mechanic of squeezing between walls and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's not
I mean, it
hiding
was
anything
real
at
heavy
all.
game asset-wise, so they kind of had to put in all those hidden loading screens.
Yeah, I understand it, and it's okay. Pacing wise, it's good because you get time for conversations and much more kind of, in depth for the whole thing.
I mean, when you're doing side quests, it's you usually don't have any like dialogue. It's just tedium.
But yeah, everything they did. I don't really think there was any part of 7 Remake I disliked. I'm trying to think of anything that was stupid. I mean, even the darts game, the mandatory darts game was okay.
For me, it was mostly just the amount of padding and like a lot of side quests being kind of whatever. Like I wish they would have put like more interesting stuff into the side quests.
Yeah, something a bit more story relevant as opposed to, oh, I've got to go pay tribute to my dead wife, please go there, and oh no, it's been inhabited by insects.
And like the one where you unlock fast travel with the chocobos is probably the worst quest. Like you go around finding the chocobos, then you unlock fast travel and you never use it again.
Never. There's no point. It's just like you just leave the chapter. It's like, okay, bye, and then we're never coming
Yeah, that
back
was the
here.
weirdest shit.
Oh dear.
But generally, I had a great time with that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And as always, the Honeybee Inn is just
That was great.
perfection, to quote a certain Andrea Rodea. It was amazing. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, here.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Yes.
I got this.
I feel like we
We
phase
skipped something,
merged
the
a little
timing
bit
is
there.
off.
It's Hack, he's done it. Hack doesn't want to become part of the Achmore.
Hack ain't about that life.
No.
He wants to rename it into Hack more.
Hack! Whoa, that's a lot of things.
Oh shit,
One
we
of
got
them
one.
we need, so yeah.
Hack got you the whistle.
Hack has got the hacks.
What a legend, what can I say? Alright, y'all wanna call it here?
Yes. I've been falling asleep the past 45 minutes.
I think Ebby is actually asleep at this point.
Gradual decline into drowsiness. Wanna put up an event for the next week and then just call it there?